Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand out the way, I mean.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Better Take podcast, episode number 12. I'm your host, Russ, and today we have a special guest. Return. We got Ant, BBA.
I'm back.
Back in the building.
I said whenever I'm back.
Yeah,
whenever.
literally. I feel like you're gonna be like the good you're gonna be like the good guest to have whenever there's just like mainstream media shit to talk about.
I was telling Josh when we saw him like a weekend ago, I was like, bro, I low-key more excited for this one. Or we were talking about the pod and shit. And I was like, I'm low-key more excited for when I get to go back. Because then it's like we can just actually like pod.
Yeah, actually shoot the shit.
Yeah,
instead
it's not
of
like no interview shit.
Yeah,
or like,
bro, I don't,
let me explain my story.
Yeah, the interviews are cool, but like I want to get to a point where like I do have guests on and we talk about more mainstream media shit. Because a lot of times, like the guests that I'm probably gonna have on anyways, like they just be giving their takes about fucking fitness. And
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like if it's their first time, you have to like
I have to like introduce them to
them, all that shit. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna run Max back because that was
that'll be a good one.
But I want to talk some other shit versus just
Yeah.
like Max's story and all that.
No facts. I think that's what he's been doing on his pod with like Joe and shit.
Yeah, Joe.
And so it's like I feel like that's good.
Yeah, but man, we have there's so much shit to talk about. We were literally like texting, so fucking excited to have this conversation because there's so many fucking different topics that I'm like, bro, I can't wait to
just like share what you feel about
share
it, right?
my thoughts because I've been kind of holding back on social media. Like usually on Twitter, I kind of give my takes here and there. Or like I might, like some shit that lets people know like where I stand. But this time, like now that I have a podcast, I'm like, I'm gonna save all my ammo, save all my shit to when I get on camera and start talking. So I'm fucking excited. And this week, man, they did not hold back like the universe on providing a bunch of
100%.
shit. I think the biggest thing, like the one that is an art personal ecosystem to talk about is the Kim Kardashian collab with Alani Nutrition.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the people listening, if you go to Kim Kardashian's page, she posted that she would be releasing a energy drink flavor with Alani Nu. We somewhat, I mean, you more of a personal relationship with them than I do, but like I talked to Hayden, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
It was like I couldn't even put into words. Like I was like, what the fuck?
It's yeah, bro. What's so crazy was like, okay, so Hayden be just posting all the time.
Yeah, just be posting shit.
So a week ago, I think, or like a week and a half ago. So backstory, Addison Rae's collab, it was like my all-time favorite Alani Nu flavor of all time. So like a year ago, like Alani was gonna sign me to be like Alani and like an Alani athlete because I would post that shit so much.
100%.
I was literally gonna be like the first male athlete at Alani. Like literally, I love Alani so much. So I'm like, so he posts like, yo, we're gonna do another collab and it's gonna be bigger than Addison Rae. And I was thinking, I'm like, at the time when they did the Addison Rae collab, she was literally like the biggest influencer like at the time.
Yeah.
So when he said bigger, I'm like, who could it really be? Like, I was like, the only person I can think of right now who's bigger than Addison Rae is Alex Earl, but she did a collab with someone else. And I was in the car, me and Lex were talking about it, and I was like, bro, it was so fun. I swear to God, you can ask her. I'm like, it can't be Kim, but it would be crazy because Kim's the biggest influencer of all time, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a bigger influencer than Kim K.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I felt the same way. Like,
I don't know, man. Like, just seeing that. So, number one, I mean, I think you kind of already touched up on it, but like when you saw it, what were your initial thoughts?
Yeah. So, I was like waiting. Like, he was like the day after my birthday. So, I'm like,
oh, okay.
He's like, the day after my birthday, we're going to release it. So, I'm like, okay, word. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in the office. You can ask everyone there. I was on some like fangirl shit. I was like, I'm like on IG and I'm like this. I'm like, bro, out loud. I'm like, bro, Alani's doing a collab with with Kim Kardashian. Everyone's like, what? I'm like, bro, Kim Kardashian. I was like, wow, like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's really no words to really describe. And I think for us, it's because like you said, we have personal relationships with them, so it's a little different because it's like basically people you know or like friends of yours collabing with Kim K.
Yeah.
So like to some people it's just like, oh, it's just a brand, like a brand deal for Kim. But like to us, I feel like that's why our response is a little bit different. Like, but from the fitness side of things, I think like it does, like literally it just legitimizes like that whole industry, I feel like.
And that's what I've been trying to like kind of, I mean, I wasn't trying to get that point across on social media, but like that's what my mindset was. Like whenever bigger brands come into the fitness space and start working with us, that raises everybody because it just shows what's capable, right? So for some background information, like Katie Hearn and Hayden Hearn, like they are from the fitness community and they started a fucking life. So it was like fitness kind of, but like it more transformed into like a lifestyle company. Like Alani Nu isn't like a hardcore ass fitness company. And I think that's where the disconnect came because there was a fucking lot of people like saying like negative things about the collab. Like, what do you think about what was said? Yeah. Because there's a lot of people like people honestly, I know too that were like, Kim K is Kim K's a fraud and this is some bullshit. Like, you know, how could you sponsor Kim K? She doesn't even work out. Yeah,
I saw someone say something today. Like initially, like, well, I really typically only follow people who like will congratulate that type of thing. Yeah. But I saw someone today like write a fucking think piece on it on like like, you know, Kim K, like she's fake and this is like promoting the wrong thing. And I was like, I feel like number one, it just shows people like people don't understand business like just in general. Yeah. Like just the general like public doesn't really understand how business works outside of like personal opinion, which just showcases like that's just not how life works. Yeah. Number one, like not only fitness people drink energy drinks. Yeah. Like the vast majority of people who drink Red Bull, which is the number one energy drink in the world,
don't fucking work out.
Don't work out. Yeah, exactly. Like, so it's like, as soon as you can understand the market of energy drinks is bigger than the fitness space. Yeah. Specifically the bodybuilding space. Because that's like who Katie and Hayden's initial following, like when they started this fitness shit, like way back, like their meal prep shit and like their gym. Obviously they have that bodybuilding background. So like I can understand why people who follow them from then think that Alani is within that same like bodybuilding space, but that's just their own misconception because it's not. Yeah. But yeah, it's like
casuals.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
It's like casuals like giving think pieces. Yeah. And it's like, bro, you're not linked. You're not like plugged in for
real. Like you don't really understand what you're talking about. Yeah. You really like, and I feel like that's what it just demonstrated is like, you don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, regardless of if Kim K's body is pretty much bought, she still does like work out.
She does work out, which is so funny. Like sidebar, like, you know, it's so funny. A lot of people making the comments, she probably works out more consistently.
Bro.
Cause like you know, I'd be around girls that be watching fucking, keeping up with the Kardashians and shit. And if you watch, like she has a personal trainer and she works out like at 5 a.m, basically like every day.
Literally. Like if you literally went on her Instagram, her trainer had just posted like a workout like literally 3 days before. Yeah. So if you do any type of like research, like you would see, okay, like Kim K1 does consistently work out, consistently eats well, obviously. And yeah, so I mean, not every single collab on earth is gonna like make sense initially, but like, yeah, I mean, I think for Alani, it 100% made sense.
100%. Like, I have so many different angles to like take all that negative shit apart. Yeah. Like so many different angles. So like for me, obviously, like business wise, like smart fucking move, right? So if you're one of those people that was confused, you're like, like I don't really follow Alani Nu like that. I'm not sure why any quote unquote fitness brand would do a collab with Kim Kardashian. I encourage you to go look at their social media page, like their Instagram. If you go look at their Instagram, it is like the most like it has nothing to do with like actually working out or fitness. Like you could tell if you break it down, and you're a marketing guy, if you break down who their target audience is, it just seems like women and like just normal women that like live a certain type of lifestyle. Literally. Like it's literally just, to me, it's not even fitness anymore. It's like a lifestyle brand. Yeah. Whereas like we have healthy options for you to like, they have the gummies and they have like the the bars.
Yeah.
And then they have the energy drink, right? And then they do have like Alani Nutrition with like the protein and the pre-workout.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much they push that as much anymore. But
I think they still consistently drop flavors.
Yeah.
A lot of wellness stuff though, like a lot of greens. Like they
Yeah.
just hit some greens.
They have a lot of shit, but it's more so like you look at their page and it's just promoting a lifestyle, and you could tell that they're trying to cast a bigger net.
Yeah.
Right? Like their core isn't fitness. You don't go to their page and just see like a bunch of like muscle mommies working out and shit. Like that's not really even who takes Alani Nu products.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's funny because the post I saw was like, Alani Nu isn't for the muscle mommies, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
not.
obviously
like,
it's not.
That was like prior to the Kim K.
Yeah, that
collab.
was way prior. I think that's like even to when they built the brand up. Because if you go like all the way down to the page, that never was like the focus.
No, 100%.
It wasn't like the hardcore gym goer or hardcore like muscle mommy that's like doing all this type of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's definitely marketed towards girls who work out.
Yeah.
Women who work out, but like not like
it's not your whole
I'm
life.
in the gym with like a goal, like I'm not about to compete. I'm not going to the gym 6 times
trying to
week.
just trying to obtain maintain a certain
literally
type of body style.
Even if you look at their supplements, like their supplements are like dosed for like an average consumer to take and like not feel cracked out or like their branding, like you said, their coloring of all like they're literally targeted towards like a certain person. Which is funny. I think that's why when I was so heavily pushing their energy drinks, it was so different because like
it was that
no guy has ever it's like not even marketed towards guys. So yeah, I think it was never.
Then even if you look at it through that lens, right? There's another lens you can look at it too. Like think about all the deals that Nike and Jordan do with like people that have nothing to do with like fucking sports or athletics. Like if you feel that way about the Alani Nu collab with Kim Kardashian, you should probably feel that way about the Travis Scotts or like the
that's fucking crazy. Like that's facts though.
Yeah, Kanye West, like all these rappers, bro. Think about how many people or how many athletes did like not collabs, but like worked with like fucking McDonald's, shit like that. That has nothing to do with basketball or sports. And in fact, that's like the antithesis.
That's like if an athlete was like, that's like if someone who plays basketball is like, why the fuck does Travis Scott have a Jordan 1?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
that doesn't even make sense. Jordan shouldn't do that.
Exactly, but like Jordan became more than just like a athletic shoe wear. It became a street shoe wear. So tapping in with Travis Scott makes sense. So even thinking about working with Kim Kardashian, right? Business wise, whatever. That's like automatic like retirement. I'm trying to feed my grandkids type shit. Let's look at my grandkids. Now let's think about Kim Kardashian's circle, right? Who's gonna start like you're gonna have her friend Lala Anthony gonna probably start promoting or just like I just got like Kim's little drink or whatever, right? Lala Anthony's fucking is the ex-wife of Carmelo. Carmelo might see some shit like, yo, that's flat. You don't know what might
Kylie, Kendall, Khloe, fucking Kanye
might fucking see the drink too.
Kanye might not fuck with it, but Kanye
but I'm just saying, like, just the fact that you know, people are seeing it. that you have that that you know that your product is potentially around these people that just does so well for your business. There's so many people that are now put onto Alani Nu. That had no idea what the fuck Alani Nu is. I'm sure there's a lot of people that look to their page like, damn, this is a dope ass drink. Like I might try some of that shit. I've been seeing this around like in the supermarket and all that. Because mind you, Alani Nu is fucking everywhere. So I don't know. I was genuinely shocked because when I saw it at first, I was like,
there's just no like.
I was like, there's no fucking way, right, that they collabed with fucking Kim Kardashian. And then my next thought was like, this is huge for the fitness industry because these, like I said, Katie and Hayden came from fitness. Like these guys owned a gym. They started this company. It blew up so much so to a point where literally like the biggest influencer, mind you, it's not a paid post. Like this isn't, you know them posts where it's like, oh, we paid you to post that on your IG story or some shit like that. No. This is like a collaboration.
That was so insane.
It's not like, you know.
With Kim K. Like, it's just not, it just doesn't even like, I can't even fathom like what that is like. Regardless of anyone's personal opinion on Kim Kardashian, like you literally cannot deny whether how she got famous or, you know, whatever the case may be, like, you can't deny Kim Kardashian is like one of the most influential women of pretty much the modern day.
Yeah, she's like our was it Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, she literally is.
Anderson.
Like, she literally
she's taking that to a whole different level.
And then she is, you know, definitely transitioned into like a respectable, not even respectable, but like hands down like successful businesswoman who's about her shit.
Yeah,
and she's creative, she's talented. Like, there's literally, you can hate on Kim and you know,
I don't even know how you could hate. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I personally never got the Kim hate.
Yeah. I jokingly hate on her just because like I'm a huge Kanye, like that's my guy.
I do the same thing. I'm like, you know, I was when they were divorced and all that kind of stuff, I was on Kanye's side, but I was just being stupid.
But like, as a true, like, if you really like take the troll jokes aside off the internet, like if you truly like don't respect Kim, then you're just kind of a clown.
I think you're just a hater. I don't know what it is that you don't like about her, but I think it just boils down to hater tendencies. Because like when you really look at, I mean, we could get into this too. Like, I just don't understand like what it is about Kim Kardashian that everyone hates so much. Because when you break it down, I see someone that had a vision for themselves and someone that executed that vision to the umpteenth degree. And then also someone that does give back. Like, remember when she was, I think she still does it, obviously, but she started studying for her law degree.
Yeah.
And she's like getting like people out of jail. Like,
no, she does.
Off death row and shit like that. And she's done that before.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, I don't know. I just think that when people are successful, they just find a way to kind of hit on it.
Yeah. I definitely think it's like her initial rise to fame. And then it was like, the family was famous for pretty much like no talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, as a content creator and understanding content creation now, it's like there's a talent in being able to capture someone's and being able to capture the entire world's attention. Like, there's obviously some type of talent in that.
Yeah.
I think she transitioned into being about her shit. Like, basically now there's nothing you can really take away from her. Prior, maybe you could be like, oh, they're famous for no reason. You know, that's up to personal opinion. But like now, as a fact, like, you really can't take anything away from her. So I think people, and then trying to like take away from Alani Nu. Like some people were like, oh, it was an influencer that was like, and there's a few influencers.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't want to say like one specific person.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, this is why I work with, you know, such and such company, because they would never do this. Like, if you literally believe that whatever company you're working with, if Kim Kardashian was like, yo, you know,
I want to work with your brand.
I want to do a pre-workout and make that shit 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
I want to do a collab, but I want you to make the worst product known to man as far as pre-workout or, you know, whatever the fuck goes.
Yeah.
If you truly believe that the company that you work with is going to be like, no, you're delusional. Like, truly, you're delusional. Like, like,
I wonder, the only company I want, like, so for example, right, if BPN like signed Kim Kardashian,
that'd be hard though.
Then I'll be like, that doesn't match up at all.
I was thinking that too, but it'll be hard though.
Yeah,
like, it'll still be hard.
Because I'm like, it's more so like a flex, like, oh, look who we're able to grab type shit. But like, those arguments would stand true if you look at a company like BPN where they literally only want to work with like athletes.
BPN is
so like they have like this, because I've literally tried to like shout out to Nick and them over there at Bear Performance, but I've literally like been like, hey, like, are you guys interested in so and so?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they're like, nah, like, we're like, you could just tell by their roster.
He stands on his shit. He stands on his shit.
They want like athletes. So if they collab with Kim Kardashian, I might sit there, I'm like, God damn, that's a flex, but that shit don't make no sense. You know?
But imagine if Nick Bear, like, they were working behind the scenes and then Kim K did an Iron Man.
Yeah, see? That would be hard.
Like, if Nick trained Kim to do Iron Man, that would be kind of
I wonder if he would. I wonder if he would do a collab.
Bro, that would be hard. That would be hard. But yeah, no, I that for sure. Like, but the companies that people were saying, I was like, nah. Those companies would do it.
What, they were saying like
there were certain people who were like, I work with this company because they would never do this. And I was like, I feel like that company would definitely do it.
Every company, the only company I could take out, and it's not because I work with them, is probably BPN, just because their roster. But like, when I look at the playing field, man, like any other company in this space, they would 100% work with the Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
maybe not I mean, I don't know Derek from Plates or More Dates like that. But I feel like just with the eyes on it, like he would,
I feel like, come on.
he would do it.
They signed like the biggest influencers in the fitness space just off of like
just off like
clout. I mean, yeah, he did a whole thing with Joe Rogan too. I feel like it would make sense.
Oh, okay, yeah, man. I don't know. People are on this like high horse that I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think the biggest like what you were saying is like it brings more eyes to the fitness industry off rip. So it's kind of like it's like you never know what could happen from that point.
Yeah. What'd you think about the actual marketing of it, like the photo shoot and all that?
I did think that was a little interesting.
Yeah.
I do think that's maybe where they could have possibly done something different. My only thing is like I know for a fact if it was me doing a collab with Kim K, I don't think you go into that conversation with a lot of leverage. So like if Kim K and her team is like, this is what we're doing,
it's like, that's what y'all are doing.
It's kind of like what you're doing. And obviously like it's a collaboration. So I don't know, I don't want to speak for Alani or, their take on it, but I know for a fact going into a conversation with Kim Kardashian, like actually you're going into a conversation with Kim Kardashian. Yeah. So it's like taking that, I definitely think me personally, my personal opinion, I think the bathing suit in the gym was an interesting choice. You know what? The size of the dumbbells was like, I feel like maybe like, I don't know how like detailed it was. The pink was cool. It goes with the can. Yeah. I think I have like a slightly different take. I think, damn, this whole got like almost 2 million likes. Yeah, it's insane. It's crazy. Someone like, this is gonna flop. Then the next response was like, the 2 million likes say different. Like, yeah, and someone made a comment. It's like, you're gonna turn off your base. I'm like, bro, the people that buy Alani Nu fucking love Kim Kardashian. Yeah, exactly. Like, are you fucking insane? But anyways, like when I look at my take on the actual marketing of it, like when it comes down to the photo shoot, I'm like, I don't know if they did this on purpose or what, but the color scheme and the timing is perfect. Oh, like with the Barbie movie? Coming out. Yeah. And so like you kind of ride that wave. So like when I saw it, I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look directly at it, so I didn't know it was Alani Nu. I just saw that Kim just posted. And like you thought maybe it was some Barbie, I thought it was like an homage to the Barbie movie coming out. Yeah. So I think in that context, it's I mean, I thought it was pretty dope. Yeah. I'm actually a fan of the weights, and this is why, because like it looks more the dumbbells or the plates, all of it, because it looks like high fashion type of modeling meets like the weight room. So it's like it's almost like a collaboration of like her world meets to this world. Yeah, that's a good take. I didn't even think of it like that. That's just my personal interpretation. Yeah. I mean, like everyone's gonna have their own take on it, but like when I see it, that's what I just think about. It's like obviously like, what do you want her to do? Fucking be shoulder pressing like 100s? Like that is you know true. What I mean? Like she could probably hold a little bit more weight than that. Like she was holding like her whole hand was like, I was like, okay, yeah, you can hold some 20s. Like you can at least hold some 20s. Yeah, I'm 15s. Fucking with it though. This is a hard ass picture. Her just standing there with the plates and dumbbells. Yeah, and stuff. I mean it's a hard picture. The bodysuit is just the swimsuit is just interesting to me. Yeah, because there's not many people who are gonna wear a swimsuit like in that setting. Yeah, I don't know if. I don't think she works out in swimsuits either, but no, it was great. I mean, I think the collaboration as a whole is going to be legendary. Great. Yeah, that has to be the biggest collaboration in fitness ever, like history. Yeah. That's why it's iconic. That's why it's monumental. That's like the most like. There's not another brand that has ever done a collab that big. Yeah. There's literally not a person in the fitness industry that big. No one. And my thing is like Arnold is like the biggest. Yeah, maybe doing a collab with Arnold, but that's I don't even think that's comparable. Yeah, either. It's really not, because like you're going to be reaching way more people than with Arnold, especially in modern day. Like, yeah, it's Kim. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that like people need to realize like this does well for all of us. Like you know, it's so funny too. Like I promise you, like if Kim hit any of these influencers that are talking shit, hey, can you put me through a workout? Yeah, for a YouTube video. Yeah, they'll be like, oh no, you don't work. Oh no, you don't work out, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, like. Get the fuck out of here. Be realistic with yourself. Yeah, I mean, just be realistic. Like it saves everyone so much like Yeah, just if you're just realistic with yourself, it's
also say no to brand deals. So if like fucking McDonald's reaches out to you and wants to do a commercial, say no then.
Yeah.
Say no because it doesn't represent.
It doesn't promote health. Yeah.
The fuck. If McDonald's hit me up, it's like, yo, we want you to create a Happy Meal, or we want you to create like a meal.
Yeah.
I already know what the fuck I would do.
No,
too.
100%.
What?
100%.
No, but it was a good couple of days on Threads and Twitter, just seeing how people were reacting to that thing, and especially because it was in our space.
Yeah.
And I think that I think it's gonna. I'm gonna buy it to support. To be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can fucking get my hands on it, I feel like it's gonna sell out. So
yeah, no, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Speaking of Twitter and Threads, off rip, like when people were comparing the two, man, it's not. It's really not comparable.
It's not. I think so. Let's go ahead and introduce it.
Yeah. Tell me.
When did they introduce it? It was Thursday.
I think
Thursday evening.
Damn.
Friday.
Speaking of the thing, Lex just told me that they shipped it. Like we got the package today. Kim shit.
Damn, I might slide.
Yeah, honestly, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, but yeah, I think it was Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday. I think because I was in Puerto Rico when it happened.
Yes,
I think, and I signed up. No. I was just. I think it was the day
Friday?
before.
Were you about to leave? Or
No. I think it was Wednesday evening, right? Wednesday last week. All right, cool. Because I remember I was on Threads on the plane the whole time. Everything. So, Meta, which is like Facebook, Instagram, came out with their own version of Twitter essentially, and that's called Threads. And what Threads allows you to do is connect the following that you have on Instagram. Does it do that for Facebook as well, or just Instagram?
I think so. I think if you have Facebook already connected, then it might.
Okay.
Because like for me, because I have like the verified shit, like the verification thing,
the blue check.
Yeah. So it's like I think it's like all three.
Yeah. So when they created that, like basically allows your followers to just follow you to new platforms seamlessly. Like if you're big on IG, chances are you're probably already big on Threads. And there was, I mean, those first couple of days like were insane because we're literally jumping onto a new app at the same time all together.
Yeah.
So essentially it brought me, for a second, it did kind of feel like those early Twitter days.
Yeah.
Where like the whole TL would be all together for a little bit for a second. Like I wouldn't say like in total.
Yeah.
But she had a very interesting take about it because a lot of these guys, like people that are popping on IG, chances are they don't have a Twitter.
Bro, that's like, I think that's why I don't want to say I hate Threads because I do follow people on Instagram that I really like.
Yeah.
Someone, I'm going to shout him out. Someone I feel like really is just, in my opinion, he's a great dude and he's just a great content creator. His name is Johnny Holchester, the guy from Ghost.
Okay.
Tall white guy, super tatted.
Yeah.
Like,
is he the videographer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think he's now like their content lead, just like all things. He uses it like he's just one of those, like he transcended being like a photographer to like just one of those content people now.
Okay.
He utilizes it perfectly. So before I go on my rant of like Threads and the people I follow on Threads, he's great. There's a few people I follow that are great. But I think that's the downfall of like what you're usually like, if you're popping on Instagram, these people don't know how to use Twitter.
They don't. They were never on Twitter too.
Yeah. They don't understand. Like, I was going through Threads, man. And the first thing I clicked was make sure I'm not following my following. Like the 900 people I follow on Instagram, like I clicked to make sure I'm not following them.
Yeah.
And I hand selected like a few hundred people. And the TL thing of like just random tweets or like random threads, I guess. Yeah. I still get a lot of the people that I like purposely like did not want to follow.
Did not want to see.
Yeah, so like that's interesting. But like, yeah, I was like, it's so like I don't know. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I hated so much. I hated so much of the like, even though you compared it to early day Twitter, like I hated
for a second.
I hated like I keep saying hate. I just didn't like when everyone was like threading like new app. Like I wonder what to expect. Like oh, it's gonna be so wild here. Like it's all these like all these. The thing with Instagram, and I like Instagram a lot. It creates so much opportunity for people. The thing that was to me for a while that was like sacred to Twitter, even though I stopped using it as much, was like it was the one place that like monetization of the social media app wasn't pushed.
Yeah.
So like you go on there and you tweet about things that interest you. You tweet about current day things. You get news there. It's all like just jokes. It's all jokes. It's funny.
Memes, jokes.
It's just like you're on Twitter and you're enjoying like the social media side of thing. And like it's very, very rare that people are like monetizing their following on Twitter.
Yeah.
It is it's also extremely hard to monetize the following on Twitter, and I think for good reason.
Yeah.
So the problem with Threads was like everyone who basically has a following for a reason, like, and this is a whole other side conversation that we can potentially have, but like everyone on Instagram, especially the people that we follow, are like posting for social media growth, posting for, you know, like to monetize their following.
Yeah.
You get a following, and the first thing is like, how do I monetize this?
Yeah.
How many programs can I sell? How many, you know, can I do one-on-one coaching? Can I start a brand? Like whatever. And those are all great things. But like when you transition that over to like a social media app that's basically like a copycat of an app that doesn't do that, there's a disconnect immediately for me. Like a huge disconnect immediately. And to some people, like it's like they're trying to make it like a fun app. But you can tell when someone threads something for the engagement.
Yeah, for engagement. Yeah, for sure.
Just randomly waking up asking like, what's your favorite, you know, whatever. It's like, okay.
Because yeah, man, it's, even when you get on Twitter now, it's still like, to me, like, so I still frequent Twitter, so I get on Twitter and I can tell the difference. Like, so when you go to Threads, what's happening is that, which you explained it perfectly, we have like a bunch of people on Instagram that are making like the Twitter culture corny because like they're just corny. Like it's not like a bad thing or whatever. It just is what it is. Because when you go on Twitter, it's more so about like how witty are you, how funny are you, like you know, how you think, versus Instagram is like what you show. Right. And like maybe that hasn't allowed you to work your fucking comedic brain a little bit more. So like now when you get on Threads, it's a bunch of influencers trying to be influencers, whereas Twitter, like you're not really trying to be an influencer. The way that you pop off on Twitter, if you're gonna pop off, is like you just give funny ass takes. And people come to see like the funny ass shit you're gonna say.
Or good ones.
Yeah, or good ones.
Like in your niche of like what I liked about Twitter when I spent a lot of time on it was like you follow people because you want to hear what they have to say. Yeah. On Instagram, I feel like, honestly, I feel like for us, it's like, or just being in this space, like a lot of times, there's a lot of people, and I've been better about it now. Like, I tend to just unfollow people that I don't really care to see or hear from.
I do the same shit, bro.
But a lot of times, I feel like on Instagram, you're like quicker to give a follow to someone that you know you don't really care about.
Yeah.
You know you really don't give a fuck about what they're gonna post, and like, you're quicker to like give that. Maybe it's on some connection shit. Maybe it's on some like, you know, networking shit. So I feel like with Threads or like with Twitter, it's like with Twitter specifically, you're following people because like this is their take on film. This is their take on music. This is their take on sports. They're funny, or, you know, whatever. You like, there's like a specific reason that you follow them. And I feel like you're less giving with that follow than you are on Instagram, where it's like you follow everyone.
To get a following on Twitter is fucking hard. Yeah, like that's not like I mean, some people like some of the best accounts be having like fucking 300 followers,
bro. Yeah, facts.
And then like obviously the invention of like those bigger meme pages, like where they literally just copy each other's tweets and shit. Like that. I mean, that's like another thing, but. Like oftentimes on Twitter, like you're laughing at this shit. Like it's really about like the replies of like popular shit that's going on. And I think what also limits Threads is that they go through the community based rules that Twitter doesn't have. So like there's no nudity on Threads and like
horny shit.
Yeah, you can't like no porn. Like you
that being the first rule you bring up is crazy.
Well, I'm just saying because because a lot of Twitter has
man, like they just don't have porn on there. That's the first. That's crazy.
No, because I'm gonna break it down. Facts.
Right? Tell me.
Because like that adds into the culture of like you can be unhinged on Thread. I mean, you could be unhinged on Twitter.
But people were saying that on Threads. I was like, shut the fuck up.
There's like no like
we're gonna be unhinged on here. Like the crazy
here.
Emoji.
Yeah, I'm really about to go out because I got some shit to say. I saw so many people saying that. I was like, what the fuck do you got to say?
What? Yeah.
Really? What do you have to say? Really?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do that's gonna shake up the industry? Like you're gonna say some shit like, oh, these motherfuckers don't be really working out.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been tweeting that for like 15 years now. Like,
so
come on. So also there's like the fear of like your actual Instagram account can be banned or suspended.
That's
off of community guidelines that you like break on Threads. Like there's when you look at Threads, like people are like on some PG shit. They don't really be cursing.
Yeah.
Because I think
I literally saw people put like asterisks in their words.
People be like
what?
Because like if I'm gonna say nigga on Twitter, I'm just gonna say nigga.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to curse or if I feel like saying, I'm gonna say it. Whereas on Threads, like people are holding that back a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw niggas using like the ninja emoji.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm like, why don't you just type the actual word? And I thought about it. I was like, oh, they probably scared a little bit. They don't want to like offend their followers or whatever. But that's the thing. Like Twitter, you're not worried about your followers. Like that's not something you're thinking about. Whereas now with Threads, it's like an like you get like a emotional boost when you know like a post is popping off a little bit. So you're almost working for that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, how many likes can I get on this post? Whatever. Instead of just literally tweeting like your daily life and what you're going through.
Just talking that shit.
Yeah. Like when I look through my threads, I'm like, okay, this is pretty consistent with what I normally tweet anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say some shit. I think I said the other day, like my stomach making crazy noises and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but niggas be tweeting some like hot take. I mean, they be really like trying to catch one.
Yeah,
like, you can tell.
They're literally saying shit for engagement.
Yeah, they're trying to catch one. Which
pancakes are better than waffles.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm gonna like, do that shit. I'm gonna get my shit off because that's just who I am as a person. Because I like.
Yeah, but it's like when everyone's doing it at once. Like I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like for you having followed you on Twitter, like it wasn't like you were tweeting that every single day.
Yeah.
Oh, you might throw out a hot take like on a Wednesday, but not because you're looking for engagement. Like, you're just throwing that shit out there
because people are really making it their shit that they're doing
like,
on
bro,
the
are you trying to build a following, or are you really just trying to share what you're feeling?
Exactly, right. So it's like even what they share what they're feeling, I'm like, bro, I could tell this shit was for fucking.
Yeah, like, bro, like, come on. So it's like, no. I remember the one thing the reason I fell off of Twitter. It's because I got my account suspended so many times.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So many times. Like I've literally had.
You followed me like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I was like, my guy.
My OG initial account, man. I wish I had because I would just be bringing up all my wild tweets.
Yeah.
Like my OG one from high school. I was almost at 10K in like 2014 or 2016, which was like
that was insane.
I was on some meme page shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because those numbers back in the day were like hot. Like to have that many followers on Twitter is like different.
Bro, viral like viral tweets.
Yeah,
like viral tweets hit way harder than like I don't know. I don't want to say that, but viral tweets just hit hard.
They do. I think a viral tweet hits harder than
Yeah, like a viral TikTok is pretty crazy. Like an actual viral TikTok would be crazy nowadays. So I don't want to say that, but viral tweets hit crazy hard when you really understand.
Because it's really but just your personality.
Yeah, really I remember like man, I forgot what it was. I think it was like the night that Damn dropped. Like that's the thing that I like the most is when shit was happening, like that's the only time that people would try for like, let me get this off right now and try to get like the Grammys, like award shows.
Man, see these niggas.
Like,
man, these niggas think that Threads is really like Twitter.
Yeah,
bro, when you on Twitter and some shit is going on, Twitter goes crazy. So let's talk. So like if Drake drops. Everyone's giving their takes on it. People are responding to different things. Things go viral because you're giving like, your best take or whatever. You have like when sports, like Super Bowl, NBA final shit is happening literally in real time. It's like the news.
Yeah.
Threads is more so about like, like you said, like pancakes or waffles.
Yeah.
Or
let me get some engagement.
Yeah. No one's talking about what's actually going on in the world and no one's giving their take on it. It's just more so, I'm on Threads now. Huh?
Yeah. Like 100%. Like literally it's like, yeah.
It's night and day. Cause when I get on Twitter now, bro, I can get on Twitter and I see like all the shit that's happening right now.
Bro, I remember, I forgot what show it was. I think it might have been Handmaid's Tales or it was something that I watched like after people had watched. And this was like maybe my second or third account. So I still had like a decent following and like a decent community that I was like in.
Yeah.
And I was live tweeting like as I'm watching. And so I had a full thread that was I would just, whenever I was watching, I was live tweeting my reaction to a show that so many people had already watched. And like people were responding like, oh, bro, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like that type of like
community.
Yeah. Like to be able to live tweet a show that people have watched, and one, none of them spoiled it for me. And two, these people were responding like in real, like basically everyone that was following me at the time was watching and responding to me watching something else. I don't see threads getting to that point.
I don't think Threads is on that because like a lot of these, especially we'll just speak on the fitness space because that's what we're currently in. A lot of these motherfuckers like don't do anything like outside of the gym like that. Like so like they're not gonna really have takes about anything. Like so let's say the finals are on, or the NFL season starts up again. Like I don't think my like Threads thing is going to be littered with like me being able to like talk about the game that I'm watching and then have a community we're all talking about it at the same time. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I could be wrong. But the culture that I'm currently seeing is like what you said, is like almost like, let me get this shit off and see how many like likes I can get.
Yeah. I was thinking about this on my way here because I was thinking about Threads, and I was thinking about, it kind of started with thinking of how Twitter is like one of the apps that you don't really, it's hard to monetize, so a lot of people don't try to monetize on there, and I think that's the beauty of it. But just in general in life now, I feel like, and I think it's because like the niche that we are in, everyone around is like doing things with the intention of like growth or monetization. And it almost like ruins the whole thing in general.
It does.
Like there's some people that I see, or I saw, like my homie David Perkins, like he posted about like when this whole hustle mindset, like when was the last time you were doing something because you really just enjoyed it? When was the last time you created content because like this is the content you want to create? Yeah. And I think about it a lot, especially when I talk to like younger people, I guess, coming up and shit, is like they do things with the intention of like immediate growth or like business shit. Yeah. And I think it makes people lose sight of like why they even started social media in general. Like some people were like initially like, oh, I had this crazy transformation and I want to post because like I want to inspire kids that were like me. And that's a legit reason to start posting. And that's like a legit thing, right? Because there is kids like you that were probably bigger, fatter, whatever the case may be, and then like they want to lose weight and they look to people like you, but then you get your first brand deal and you had one popping post and you kind of get away from that, and it's like you kind of forget why you're even doing this in the first place. Now all your posts are geared towards like making sure you get this TikTok has to be bigger than the last. I don't even like making this type of content, but like I did this style of video and it popped off. Like now all my videos have to be like that. And you kind of get away from like why you do it. Or even like, I remember growing up, it was like my parents would not want me to spend that much time on video games because, like video games are just whatever. Yeah. Like it was just like, now it's like parents might damn near even push their kid to, because there's like now it's a streamer, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, or like people who have a following who do legit enjoy video games now try to like stream video games. Yeah. And it's like, you don't have to turn every hobby you have into this like small business. Exactly. Yeah. Like not everything you do. I understand it. Like I 100% understand it. If there's like something there for you and you can make money off of a hobby, like 1000% go for it. 1000% like hustle. Like I'm with that. But I think like there's so many times that people just like, if they like something, like they have to find a way to monetize it. Yeah. If it corrupts like what you're doing. It's like, and it takes away from like the rawness of it. Yeah. Like when I started getting sponsorships, like just by nature, right? You're gonna start posting more about sponsors. That takes away from what you were doing. Yeah. And you don't want to lean too far into that. Max had like a great tweet about that. He's like, I just want to let these kids know, like, because he was on the podcast last week, and then he also tweeted about it. He's like, these kids make their whole personality about the brands that they're pushing. And I think like
one of the conversations we had was that like these kids pop off and get like a big following, and literally all their IG stories are just about the brand that they're sponsored by, and like you lose so much opportunity to show who you are as a person.
Yeah,
like that's like one of the few ways to show your personality. Really, IG story. You can't show it too much on the post itself because the posts are more geared towards like getting the most likes possible.
Yeah.
But the IG story is where you're like probably more free, a little bit more unhinged. And then a lot of these new guys, which I mean, shit, who am I to say some shit? But they just focus on the brands that they're sponsored by. And they're making a shit ton of money. But like, you want to continue building like that persona of who you are and showing people who you are as many times as you can, and as often as you can.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing is like people forget like how long like life is.
Yeah, man,
So like if you basically have, let's say you have you reach like the next level of like I'm popping now.
Yeah,
and you have a year to really decide like how can you really build your life for the next 5 years, or like can you just, or is this next year of your life just going to be dedicated to like promoting one brand or two brands or whatever brands you work with, and like you're going to maximize the amount of money you can get in affiliate code usage, and then whatever you want to do with that money you decide. But like if at that point you can make the decision of like, okay, this is where I'm at right now, and I'm going to make it a conscious effort to like continue to like grow, show myself, promote myself, and you know, these brands that I work with, like if you're working with a brand, naturally you're obviously naturally using the brand already. Yeah. So it's almost like you don't really need to like only push it, because then you just basically become a billboard.
Exactly.
And then in a year you're like, oh shit, like I didn't really build much for myself. Didn't really showcase who I was, didn't really build any type of solid following. And then you're gone, and it's whatever.
Because I remember, like when I was first coming up, all the deals that I would do were things that I was already doing on my IG story. So it'd be like the pancake shit. I was trying so hard to get sponsored by Kodiak Cakes. Yeah. It never happened because they don't do that.
Dropped the ball.
Yeah. Because I was making I'd make pancakes every fucking day and put it on my IG story. I wore the headbands. Like I literally like I've been wearing headbands since I was a kid playing football. Like because I sweat a lot. And I made that into my own thing. Same thing with the Vans and shoes and shit. Yeah. Like, it was just a natural progression. I was like, I do these things organically.
And you've been doing them too.
Yeah, and I've been doing them. So it's just like an easy transition. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. But getting back to Threads, like it's we'll see. We'll see, man. I think that Twitter took a pretty decent hit. Yeah. Because Threads is the fastest growing app of all time. But I think it's kind of like a cheat code.
It is. It's literally a cheat. Like it's literally when people were saying it, I'm like, well, yeah, everyone on Instagram automatically has an account.
Yeah, like
you literally basically all you have to do is just press two buttons.
Press a couple buttons. It's like, hey, do you want to make it like your Instagram? Yeah.
Yes,
and then boom.
That's literally it. Like you already have an account.
Yeah,
and
I think TikTok is the fastest growing.
Yeah,
like organic. If you really break it down, I think TikTok literally became its own industry and wave by itself.
Yeah,
and Threads doesn't really count because it's literally just piggybacking off of Instagram.
Yeah, Threads is basically an extension of Instagram.
Yeah, it really is. And I like when people keep saying it's the fastest growing app of all time, I'm like,
it's like
kind of cheated a little bit on it, you know?
I don't really, it's like whatever.
Yeah. Do you ever take? Oh,
no, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, do you ever take on the Elon and Zuck?
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think Elon's. I feel like Elon could win in a true fight. I feel like Elon could win, but Mark's actually competing with. I mean, like training with fucking.
I think Mark could win in a fight.
I feel like Elon has like the body. To
he's like a bigger person. Yeah.
And Zuck looks like a way smaller person, so like just wait.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean, he's training with like actual like.
Yeah, well, he does like
Izzy.
Like, he does like actual MMA.
Yeah, but I do think if they do fight.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I feel like it could though, honestly. Like I really feel like Elon would be down to actually do it. If they do though, that would definitely be the biggest,
not even close, biggest fight of all time.
Yeah, like I really can't even imagine. Like I don't know, that would be like blow my
we would all have to have like a kickback and put that shit on the fucking.
That would be the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
It would have to be. That would be like when it would be like 2 times bigger than when Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson the first time.
That was hilarious.
That was crazy.
That was
crazy time on Twitter.
That was a very crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you finna say? Do you remember?
I was gonna say, speaking of TikTok, did you see that they're introducing so you know it has like For You page, it has friends.
Yeah.
They're also introducing one that's like specifically like for STEM. So like science, technology, engineering, math.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
like to
dope.
kind of like like because you know basically it's like kids shouldn't be on there, whatever the case may be. Like that's kind of what like the stigmas about it.
It's a pretty good concept, man.
Yeah, I think they started rolling out in like beta now, but like there's gonna be a STEM thing. I don't know if it's for everyone or if it's for people on the app under 18.
Yeah.
I didn't read the whole thing, but like so if they have their own little
I fucking got locked out of my TikTok account.
No way.
Yeah,
how? Why?
sick. I don't know. Like, so you know how like sometimes it'll pop up like just the 2-step authenticator thing?
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked like log me out or some shit. I don't know. It popped up so fast. I was like, I just clicked it.
You don't know
that
your
shit logged
password?
me out. No. So like when I try to log back in, I just get a white screen. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? But, and then I tried so many different times. It just kind of like said, I need to chill out. So hopefully tomorrow, like it gets figured out. But
Damn.
I was getting kind of tight because I'm like, bro, I just started building my shit.
Yeah.
On that. Like, I'm not trying to get locked out.
Nah,
but,
TikTok is, that sucks.
But speaking more on social media, even some more shit. Are you familiar with the Adam 22 situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to break it down for the audience before we dive in. But okay, so Adam 22 is a very, very, very popular podcast. If you guys are on Twitter or on social media, he is the head of No Jumper. So like basically at this point they report news. And they have a podcast on YouTube. You can check it out. But he has a wife. They're both porn stars.
Yeah.
And his wife, for the first time since they've been together, fucked another guy. And it made its rounds on social media because he talked about it on a podcast. He's like, yeah, like my wife got fucked by some other dude or some shit like that. And he was on with like this Crip.
Yeah.
And this like some streamer guy. And it just went viral. Like the clips went viral. And people were giving their takes on just like, how could you let your wife, fuck another guy? And they dropped the podcast like while I saw that. While I was in Puerto Rico, I listened to it, the whole thing.
Oh my God.
Super entertaining, actually. Great content. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I low-key think it's fake. That's my opinion.
What you think?
Like, because they're hyping up the video. Because she has an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
The guy has an OnlyFans too. I think they're hyping up the video and it's going to drive a lot of traffic. Like, I don't know if like they actually fucked.
There was definitely a picture of them having sex that I saw.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see the man penetrating her?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like it was confirmed her? Oh, yeah. Never mind. No, like I didn't see that. I only saw
they definitely had sex. Bro.
All their conversation, all the clips. I saw
she dropped a teaser. She dropped a teaser picture. I didn't go find this, y'all. Like it was literally on my TO. I swear to God, I did not go. I did not go to her page.
Yeah, looking for that is crazy.
No, that's sick. No, but it's literally. I mean, the picture is them in missionary, and like she has a star on.
Okay.
Like where
Oh, then yeah. I mean, it could be real. Then I initially thought that they were just doing it for views.
Yeah.
So I didn't really.
Oh, they are doing.
But they're doing it for views. I thought it was like a haha, like we tricked you guys.
I thought it was that too. To be honest,
I mean, if I would have seen the photo, then yeah, I would have.
Then like I watched the podcast, man, and they broke everything down, and I mean, I have my take on it now. Actually, my take honestly was the same throughout the whole thing. Maybe because I'm more familiar with Adam 22 and Lena the Plug, and like how they get down. What was your initial take on it? Like,
yeah,
what did you feel?
I mean, I've never really been a fan of like Adam 22 like that.
Yeah,
like I've watched like No Jumper for a while.
I only started fucking with him because him and Joe Budden were going out a little bit.
Yeah. But like like you could tell like when as soon as he lost like the clout, like he just started doing corny shit. Like originally he was known for like he was interviewing like the upcoming rappers like way before way before they were ever really popping off. So then he was known for like basically breaking artists onto like the scene. I like the SoundCloud era of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Once that started slowing down and like artists basically started popping off like way faster, like
Like he wasn't like a gatekeeper anymore.
Yeah, he wasn't. And so like he started getting into like corny shit, and then I kind of like just stopped following him.
Super wild.
Never really cared for him like that. So when I saw it, I was just like, this is just straight clown.
Yeah.
Just straight clownery, like just absolute clownery.
Yeah.
Like just a clown, like just a straight clown.
Yeah. I looked at it and I was like, this is a life that I just don't really have a comment on.
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't want your girl fucking another dude.
Yeah.
Like, no shit, right? But when I look at their relationship, like I've heard him talk about like just how he is as a person. Like he used to run 2-mans on girls like, with his boys, like just chilling.
That's crazy.
Right? And then when it comes to their OnlyFans, like they fuck other girls together.
Yeah. So it's bound to happen.
Yeah. So it's like they're literally just porn stars.
Yeah.
So at some point, like you let your
gotta kind of
your girl goes and does her thing. So I'm like, they're already operating on a different wavelength that I would never be able to relate to because that's just not my life. So I just looked at it, it's like he, you know, I mean, he does like OnlyFans work with her. She has an OnlyFans account. At some point, there was gonna come a day where you know she has sex with another man.
Yeah,
like on camera.
The clip I saw that was so funny was like the guy that she fucked when he was like, like I don't know if I could do the same. I was like, yeah, that sucks.
So he was on the pod. So I watched the podcast. If you guys want something to watch that's like interesting, I suggest watching that podcast because it's like a whole different world, and they just talk about like how everything happened, the feelings before and after it, and they invited like the guy that had sex with her. They invited him on to talk about it, and you know, he's like, I understand. Like, if we're talking about business, great decision. But me personally, I don't think I have the mental capacity to handle something like that.
That's so
it couldn't be me. But everyone's different. Basically said like, I couldn't be me, nigga.
Yeah, like literally said that. Yeah, no, that's straight clownery. I think
it becomes corny the way he's feeding into it.
Yeah, like
I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't live in that world, but he's like, yeah, man, like, you know, my girl.
And he like jokes about it and shit.
Yeah, he jokes like unprovoked.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like corny. It's like, bro, no, maybe he's probably getting a bunch of shit about it, but.
He definitely is. But like, it's just,
Just keep it chill. Just be like, I mean, I let my girl, you know, fuck another dude, I guess. Like.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chill way to go about that.
Is there any amount of money?
No. Nah. Like not a legit girl, you know, like you're a legit like girl.
Your wife.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think they have a kid together. Yeah. Or like they're gonna have a kid
together. Talking about the amount of money they were making. Like not the specifics, but like the amount of money that they've just like have seen a boost in their businesses. It's like astronomical.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And
I could imagine that it was.
And did you see how Aiden Ross?
Like, oh yeah, and he was like, he can go next.
And Kai Cenat. See, that is the type of shit.
He's like basically pimping out his wife.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like I know it's for jokes, for fun, but like I'm big on like respect.
Yeah,
like having another person be like, oh, like come slide to my crib while he's gone. Like
yeah,
and I see that. Like I know y'all joking, but to me that's like, bro, like that's disrespect on the highest level.
Yeah. No, and doing it in public forum at that
public format. Like these are like the biggest streamers.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's like low-key expect. Like he's a joke. Like no man in real life is like, damn, I respect him. Like how could you respect? Like that's just not a respectable thing to have done.
Men are different. I don't know. You can't just. I don't know, man. Like the whole cuck thing. Like
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, everyone's different. He was talking about how like he low-key.
He low-key liked it.
Yeah.
Did he like watch it or like?
No, he didn't watch it. He said he saw clips here and there, but he said that he gets turned on by the fact that like she fucked another guy and like she's coming back home to him. He said he's kind of into that. And they said that they've been having a lot more sex now ever since she had sex with that guy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's just a life and world. I'm not what's crazy. This is the one that just make me fucking lose my mind. She goes, I was torn up for about 3 to 4 days.
That's wild. Like your wife saying that?
Yeah, like your wife. Like
That's sicko.
Bro, like, I don't think you're understanding. Like, she had to take 3 to 4 days to recover from like what that man did to her.
And it's on video.
It's on video.
That's so bad. That's all bad, man. That's
I don't know.
bad.
I'm not rolling. I know, like, obviously, like, that's the easy answer, but
No, absolutely not.
I do see though, like, in their world, if you're dating a porn, I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the fact that they were fucking girls together, like it was kind of to be expected. Like that's like what was coming next.
Like, they fuck girls together. She said that she's like extremely, like, she said besides like all the social media shit, she's extremely loyal. Like, she gets uncomfortable when like other dudes like even talk to her. She doesn't like talk to other men type shit. So he basically like, yo, like, you know, I'm okay with you fucking this guy. Like, go do it. I want you to do it. And she was like checking in on him a lot. Like, hey, are you sure? Are you sure? He's like, he's like, bro, do your thing, like whatever. So he was pushing her to do it. Like, he could have definitely been like, I don't want you to do this, and she like, she wasn't.
How did the conversation get brought up though?
I can't remember. I think it was more so just like, it was like a joke, and then like it turned into like, okay, like, I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. They got married, and then it's like almost like, okay, like now you could go do your thing.
Fuck whoever you want.
Yeah, she wasn't with it. She wasn't with it as much, and she was like super nervous, and like she wasn't trying to do it.
He pushed her.
Yeah, he pushed her into getting fucked.
Well, man. I mean, he's just. That's a different breed. Like, that's just a different breed of man. I just can never do it ever.
Someone said that we're missing God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, most definitely. We're missing, most definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's just, the fact that that's mainstream media is like.
Are there any cucks that listen to this podcast?
That's very possible for sure. Yeah.
They could comment on Spotify and YouTube, right? Yeah, like, if you're, no judgment, man. Maybe slight. But it's just because I don't understand, but like, how do you get off to watching another man like have sex with your girl? Like, how does that?
Well, if you really like think about from like maybe a cuck's perspective, like they're probably like everyone watches porn, right? So they're probably just ultra dialed into porn, and they're probably like,
oh, I see what you're saying.
Like they're basically watching porn in real life,
almost looking at like their girl as like a porn star.
Yeah, because like pretty much everyone watches girls get fucked by other guys, like, or has done it at one point.
Yeah.
And so they might just be on some like, they just got super ultra, you know, like maybe it's like a form of like OCD in a way, or not OCD, but like obsessive, just like obsessive into porn so much that you just want to see that shit in real life.
That is crazy. Like,
obviously something's like off in there. I don't want to say off, but something's like weird in their brain.
It's where you're like, you want to watch your girl get pleasured by like another man.
Yeah, like on some porn shit.
Yeah, like get piped down and just like.
And you just beat your shit to it.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. People are like anti-porn now.
Yeah. Anti-porn's like, I don't know.
No, I'm being so serious. Like they're like
don't watch porn.
Yeah, they're like you shouldn't watch porn, and it's like the devil's shit, and like they really.
Yeah, I see a lot of like people
like on Twitter.
Like it's bad for even just like on some like
it
stimulates.
Yeah, it fucks up like your personal relationship with women because like you just keep watching porn.
Yeah,
and, like you don't know what like a real sexual encounter is supposed to be like, and like you have these like otherworldly expectations of what's sex supposed to be, and like you're just like overstimulated.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see it for sure. But as someone who like
friends
watched porn like growing up, like pretty normal. Like I don't think it affected me like that much.
Yeah, I mean, I got some, not to get too nasty, but like I got some friends that don't masturbate, like dudes,
like that are single, like just don't
single. Yeah, single. They don't beat their shit.
Yeah, if I was single, I don't think I would not do it. But I don't know how much it would be on my mind to be like,
yeah, like they just really like they actively don't beat their shit.
Yeah, no.
To me, that's. I mean.
I would get some in.
Like I'm like so I'm like so you just don't do any of that, like you don't. Respect. It's like nah, bro. I'm like shit, man.
Respect, yeah, respect to them.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, yeah, porn's like an overstimulation. I think it's easy to get like wrapped up in like that
life and like not understand like the boundaries and shit like that.
Yeah,
especially
for someone who's like Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's always that fine line between like just like doing it in like not a social setting. That's crazy. Doing it like normally, and then like doing it too much. You know, like it's like the people who are like into video games. OD. Like I like love video games, but it never consumed my life.
Yeah, you're not gonna ruin your life over it.
Yeah. There's that fine, like there's like a fine balance of like really loving video games. And then like, you never really experience a social world.
Yeah, there's people that have like very intense porn addictions.
Yeah, like see, like that's when it's like, okay, maybe you should like if people are in that type of setting, I can definitely understand how porn can fuck someone's life up.
Yeah, like when you like, I mean, like speaking from experience, like when you watch porn, I don't watch it. I honestly don't watch porn. Like,
you know what's funny? Last time we talked about porn a lot, and I'm realizing it. I'm like, damn. We're just dissecting porn. Like the last time I was on the pod, we were talking about porn like a good amount.
Maybe maybe I'm sick.
Maybe you're horny.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is it like porn like a common theme? No.
No, it's not. But I'll say like to have an addiction to porn is pretty insane because like when you finish up, like you feel kind of nasty.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck was I watching?
No, true.
Like,
I do think it is important to talk about like shit like that because I feel like a lot of people
struggle with
it. Like growing up I never really I forgot how I even knew what porn was, and then I forgot how like there was never a conversation about porn.
I figured out because of Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, that was legendary.
That used to be on.
That was legendary.
If you wake up in the middle of the night, playing on your TV,
on the TV,
random ass channel.
That was low key legendary. To be honest. But yeah, I do think people who are obsessed with porn, something in their mental is just like a little like the knob got stood. You know what I mean? Like
one knob off. Where they should have left off at, I think you turned a little bit too far.
And it's like, okay. Yeah. Porn should not affect someone's like personal sexual life.
Yeah.
Like
shout out to
Adam 22.
Adam 20. Yeah.
Or Alina. We're like shouting out to Alina.
No shout out to her.
Shout out to the guy who fucked
her. Shout
out to the guy who fucked her.
It's nasty because I know who that guy is too.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
So sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Knowing porn stars is like
it's
besides like the OG ones, like there's some OGs that you have to know.
I've seen his work, which is sick, but
no, you know who I saw at the Equinox? Speaking of porn stars.
What? At Equinox?
Gym? Yeah, Nigel and Kai, they met her. What's her name? Tiana Trump.
Oh, really? At the Houston Equinox?
Yeah. I was working out, and they were working out separately than me. I text because like she was like over there by them, and I text in our chat. I'm like, dog, is that like Tiana Trump or am I like tripping? And they were like, bro, I was thinking the same thing. And so then they ended up like, I don't know how they introduced themselves to her.
Yeah, but
they did.
That's
and
dope.
It was just like,
I mean,
they were like, oh, she was on some chill shit.
Yeah,
gave them the real IG. It was she seemed dope.
Yeah, that's not dope. I'm like, that's not dope. I don't even know what that is, bro.
You don't know Tiana Trump?
No, you sound pretty excited, man.
Bro, like the girl that
I know. I'm fucking around.
I was like,
no. I mean, she was huge on Twitter because like people fucking would make jokes about her all the time. Yeah.
Tiana Trump's a legend. Like in that space.
She is. She's like the throat goat.
Yeah.
I mean, because Twitter, bro. I swear to God, Twitter. I promise you, right, y'all.
Yeah,
I gotta throw them under the bus too. There's other people here too. But shit. Speaking about Twitter, another situation. Goddamn, Keke Palmer and Usher. That was a huge topic of conversation over.
Low-key, like which one's worse? You know. I mean, it's basically both the same thing. Yeah. Like, a girl doing either is pretty much the same.
Okay, so let's jump into it. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Usher's residency over in Las Vegas, but Keke Palmer, for those of you guys who don't know, she has a baby. She recently had a baby, and she has a boyfriend. She was at the Usher concert in Las Vegas, and she basically, was like kind of like singing and hugging up on him and like kind of like doing a little bit too much, in my personal opinion. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check the video. Just literally search for Usher. Yeah. got serenaded by Usher. And her boyfriend quoted that video on Twitter and said, it's not, what did he say? It's like,
I think he was like, it's like, he said something about the dress originally.
Yeah, it's like
the dress for me. Like you got.
Yeah, he's like, it's the fit. Oh, he goes, it's the fit though. ... You a mom.
I know that shit hurt though. Look, like,
that shit
had to have hurt her.
Her shit.
Well, it hurt him for sure.
Yeah.
But like you have kids at home, like bitch, what are you doing? It's
Yeah,
like, well, he
honestly,
basically is like, bitch, what are you doing? Like
that's a tough bar. It's the fit though. ... You a mom. Like it's not like, I'm not saying like he's right, but this is like a funny like toxic bar. It's like a Future line.
It was.
So what's your take on that? I mean, like, did you?
Yeah, I was gonna say originally when we were talking about it, like my take has remained the same, but I feel like now there's 2 instances in which it further proves that she was like doing too much.
Yeah.
Originally, the outfit was like it's like whatever, you know, like get your shit off, like who cares? But then the outfit paired with basically getting like, you know, serenaded by Usher was like just not the best look. Already not the best look. But then when who was it? It wasn't Sweetie, right? No, who was it? There's 2 girls that
Sweetie and Winnie Harlow.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Basically both dubbed him.
Yeah. Showed how you probably should have responded if
like,
you have a boyfriend or a man.
Winnie did it the best for sure. She like absolutely just dubbed.
Made him feel like a king.
Yeah. That
what did Winnie do? She didn't
even do any. Like I thought she was sitting in the section, didn't move.
She got up and sat on Kyle Kuzma's lap.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
huge dub. I was like, that's.
I only saw the clip of like when she was sitting.
She got up and like was like, no, I'm with my man type.
Yeah,
shit.
that's
like,
legendary. Yeah. That's respect. That's the most honorable. But I think Sweetie YG wasn't there, right?
I don't think YG was there. Sweetie was on some like nigga, don't come over here type shit. Like I'm chilling. Like don't be doing all that.
Exactly.
That
so
shit.
like, and I think it just made the situation worse because it was like 2 examples of how like
you should have
women reacted. Yeah. I think it's tough. Like I don't know what I feel like him quote tweeting though like made it
a lot worse than
like I feel like he probably could have just hit her. You know what I mean? Like separately, like like that was out of line.
When I remember I saw the video I just saw the video and I was like, damn, like I'm thinking like I don't be thinking about like Keke Palmer's boyfriend. He's kind of like an afterthought. Like no,
I didn't
disrespect
know she had
to him.
a boyfriend.
Yeah, no disrespect to him, but it's just like she's such a big star and he's not really on that level like that. So you just think Keke Palmer, that's it. Whenever she was like singing up on Usher and like, you know, like doing all that type of shit, I was like, damn, like, are they like, I know he does that at his show, but I'm like, damn, like she really she really like likes Usher type shit. And then I saw the quoted tweet and I found out like, you know, that's her boyfriend. I knew she had a boyfriend. I just don't think about him. And it's like, I understand him just throwing darts at the wall. You know, when you get mad at your girl, you guys have an argument, you just be bringing up shit that don't have nothing to do with none.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I saw happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's like, your girl was publicly dancing with Usher, wearing some like, you know, skimpy outfit. You just grasping for straws. You don't want to point out the obvious.
Yeah.
You just say like, yo, it's the fit though. Like you a mom. Like I'm at home with the kid type shit. Like I felt him. Because I'm like,
you a mom is like,
yeah, you a mom. Like why are you dancing on Usher like that, dressed like that? Like obviously like he's wrong. But I get him being mad and just fucking saying whatever at that point. Yeah. But at the same time.
So there was backlash for him saying like, you're a mom. You shouldn't be dressing like that.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
All of women Twitter fucking came down.
So that was like their angle was like, you.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It was definitely, you know how like.
Yeah.
They like to like deflect from the fact that
what actually happened.
Deflect from the fact that this woman was like basically like dancing on a whole other man and like singing, doing all this type of shit. Yeah. That's what the conversation came about.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point of why he even
said that.
Yeah, why he even said that.
Yeah.
Because to me, I just saw a man hurt And it's like, obviously you can't acknowledge the fact that your girl's like damn near publicly cheating on you.
Yeah.
You have to say some bullshit.
In Vegas, like, yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad. I didn't know that. I knew there was like backlash behind the situation.
He deleted his account, bro. That's how bad it
That's how bad it was. Yeah. I mean, I mean, you're a mom. You shouldn't be basically you're a mom. You shouldn't dress like that. Is pretty wild. Like
pretty wild. That's a pretty wild statement.
That is. But I think given the situation, like I get 100%.
It's not like she was taking pictures on a red carpet wearing that fit, and he's like, "Why are you wearing that shit?"
Yeah,
like, trying to embarrass her. Like
that is like,
yeah. He answered public embarrassment with public embarrassment, which like, as petty as you want to be in that moment, it's not going to help you solve the issue because then that person's just going to answer that pettiness with pettiness, which was what she did.
Yeah, she did with the photos, right?
She did with the photos, and then on top of that, she dropped some shirts, or dropped like a song and a shirt. It's pretty
about what?
Like
about the situation. So are they together still?
I don't think so.
There's no way.
They were saying like they unfollowed each other and shit.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah,
that's like the song and a shirt is way too much.
Yeah, I saw that.
Probably like trying to profit off the fact that like this whole situation.
I don't know. I thought I just didn't get it. I was like, do you want to save your relationship or not? Or like,
that's corny.
You want to figure it out?
Corny.
Like,
yeah, that's corny.
I looked at it. I was like, why? Like, what do you gain from this? Like, other than financial.
Yeah, basically, you just clown your man.
Yeah, you clown your man, and you make yourself look like.
Just like one of those, like, corny.
It kind of proved the point that you was doing too much in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely corny. I think, Adam 22 corny, Keke Palmer corny. Yeah, in my opinion.
Her man, I get her man. I'm gonna stand up for her man because I saw no one standing up for him. Like, bro, you just watched your girl publicly cheating.
That hurts.
Yeah, like do you think what they did? Like, if you saw Lex doing some shit with that, like that with a celebrity, is that like a breakupable offense with you?
Dubbed.
Yeah,
automatically.
Yeah, it's the public embarrassment.
Automatically.
Like
it
y'all.
Could have been. It didn't even have to be like. It could literally be any man. Would not have to be Usher. Automatically done.
Yeah, automatic, right? Because I'm looking at that video. Like, no one's talking about the fact that like, yo, if you see your girl doing some shit like that, that's like a monumental fight when you get back to the crib. That's
no, I would break up. That's off. Just me personally.
Yeah, like the way that you would have to fight for your relationship when you get back to the crib after seeing that video online.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. But imagine if like SZA called up a guy and he was just on go mode.
Yeah,
like if Ice Spice was just twerking on a guy and he had a girl, it would be like, why the fuck would he do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and like, no matter what that girl said about the girl twerking on him, like they wouldn't care. So like, if let's say like Ice Spice was twerking on a dude that like had a man or
had a girl, or
I mean, shit, or
whatever the case may be.
You're right.
Had a partner,
right? That girlfriend could say whatever the fuck she wanted and be like validated, and be fine, and like no one would say a word. It's like, why was he doing that? He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Versus like, yo, you a mom.
Your mom is crazy,
and they kill him for that shit. It's like, no, fuck you. What the fuck? It's like, yo, sit down and be thankful, like that's your girl, bro. You see some of that shit?
I saw some. I was like,
oh, this is OD, bro.
Yeah, I was never like, I never took Keke Palmer as that type of girl, but it kind of just like, I don't really care for her that much anymore.
I feel like she just, I feel like she doesn't respect him as much because she's the one that's making like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So maybe that dynamic is probably a little bit different. I just think there needs to be respect with both parties. Cause like you respect your girl so much that you're not finna like publicly embarrass her.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's corny because it's like if a guy was disrespecting his girl based on the fact that he was the breadwinner, like that's corny to me. Like regardless if it's a guy or a girl, like it just like if it just so happens like not every celebrity is going to be dating a celebrity of their stature. Yeah. So if you're basing your respect in a relationship, or just not even celebrities, but like if you're basing the respect in your relationship off of monetary or clout, That's just ass backwards. Like, why are you in a relationship with them?
It's like you do some fuck shit and then you're like, well, I'll make all the money anyways. You better be thankful that you with me.
Yeah, like
that's just whack as
cap.
fuck. Yeah.
Whether it's a guy or girl, any situation like that, that's just not.
But that's like the thought pattern that people are moving off of. It's like,
no, 100%.
She can do whatever she wants. She's the one that's bringing in all the bread. I'm like, all right, have that same type of
with your relationship.
Yeah, have that same type of feeling with your man when he.
It's like, so many, like, you know what's so funny is like a lot of people who like leave just NPC brain dead comments, like like it's like, dude, if you took 20 seconds and closed your phone and evaluated your life the same way you just evaluated that situation, half the shit you comment you would not comment, because imagine if that was you, or imagine if you applied that same idiot ass ideology to your relationship. You'd be like, my man better not, like, whatever, or my girl better not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go comment that dumbass shit, like, really take a step back and think, like, if what you're commenting aligns with your personal life. Yeah. Did you
see what happened with the Jonah Hill thing?
Oh yeah,
that shit was funny.
It was
funny, but it wasn't funny. It actually
made me conversations about that. Actually.
It triggered me. What was the conversation? Well,
so
let me just introduce the topic so people aren't in the dark about it. This one's like a little bit more low key, but it's like getting some traction. So for whatever reason, Jonah Hill's ex of like almost 2 years ago decided to post screenshots of text of Jonah Hill, of her relationship with Jonah Hill, like when it came to the end, trying to paint him like in a bad light. And like it did the opposite.
Yeah.
It made her look almost kind of like, in my personal opinion, because there is a crowd of people that are with her.
Yeah.
But it made it, she was trying to make it seem as though Jonah Hill's like a bad person and a narcissist and like a gaslighter and all this type of shit. And from my perspective, he seemed like he was communicating very properly.
They've been broken up for 2 years? Or they just broke up?
No, this has been like, she said, I've been holding this in for 1.5 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I went to, she's like, I want to post these for my mental health.
I thought that he had just texted her that.
No.
And that they broke up because
this was like last year.
Yeah. So my initial, basically, and I feel like this is why, and I think you tweeted it, and I think a lot of people should really listen to what you had to say. Like, whatever you say, like, is liable to get screenshotted. Oh, yeah. And how people receive it is never going to be like how, you know, the conversation was. Like, it's like if you took a snippet of this podcast and we were only talking about porn, you would probably think we only talked about porn.
Yeah.
So, like, if you only get a snippet of, like, the context, like, you would probably never understand. My initial, like, I think academics posted or whatever, and I read it. I really could only read what he had sent and the tone in which I was reading it in. And I was like, okay, this is a little shaky. Off my initial reaction was the tone was a little, the tone was a little crazy. And he was like on the borderline of like saying shit. Like, cause me personally, like, I'm not a very controlling, like, I just think that's just not the wave. So when I sent it to like 2 or 3 chats, someone was like, oh, like, I don't see anything wrong with him setting boundaries, then I read the comments and that was kind of like the main thing, which I do agree with. I then was like, well, one part that was kind of weird was he was like talking about how like her need to post like bikini photos, and she was like a professional surfboarder. Yeah. So that was weird to me. And like, and like that, regardless of whatever he was setting, like boundaries he was setting, I thought that was just like a little weird. But then when I read back, it was like, he said something based on their past. So I was like, oh, maybe, you know, something happened with them. When I finally looked into it, like actually kind of trying to figure out what was going on, I was like, okay, he was setting boundaries. Yeah. I think a lot of men don't do that. And I think a lot of times, like, when men do, or like a lot of times it's like women should set boundaries and women should be comfortable setting boundaries, but like it never is like a thing about like men setting their boundaries. Yeah. What do you think?
I think that like, I don't know. When I was looking at all the text messages, like I encourage you guys, because this is a great learning experience for all of us. I mean, like we all go through relationship problems. We all like have girlfriends or partners. When I was looking at the conversations, I thought that's what a mentally healthy person, like how they communicate, like with someone when they have a problem with them or something that they're doing. He didn't like degrade her, because a lot of people were saying that he was like emotionally abusing her, and I'm like, I didn't get that.
I saw a little bit of it though. Like,
the only one that was like
a little bit of gaslighting. I'm a little gaslighter of myself sometimes.
The only one that I saw that was kind of like questionable to me was the fact that like you said, I'm not on that controlling shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like telling people like
what to post,
what to wear, what to post,
Yeah.
like any of that shit. Like I don't be doing all that, because that's like controlling and
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
yeah, like you're encouraging someone to like, you know who you're with. Like, she's a surf instructor. Like, this is her profession, her job.
She's literally gonna post.
Literally gonna do that type of shit. But he did communicate and said like, yo, like, these are the boundaries I have for myself. I understand they're not for everyone. Like, it is what it is if you don't want to, go through it. No hard feelings type shit. So I'm thinking, I mean, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like if you don't want that shit, then just leave. Like, I think she should have set a hard boundary with herself too. Like, this guy doesn't agree with what I do. I don't like that shit. So like, I'm not going to continue this relationship. I just think there were just two people that probably shouldn't have been together in the first place.
Yeah. I think what fucked me up and I like altered my initial reaction was I saw the screenshots of her story. Like, I'm coming out. I was emotionally abused, like all that. God. So like those terms already made me think like his texts were like from an abusive standpoint.
Yeah.
Versus like just him saying it. And obviously I don't know the context of the situation. So yeah. So I'm initially thinking like, oh, he's already on some narcissistic, like, that's just me though. Like,
I didn't even see any, like,
I think there was one or two texts that were like, I don't know. There were some that I thought were just a little questionable, but not enough to consider him emotionally abusive.
Yeah, because I think it's not fair too, because we've all been in like arguments, and shit, and it's like it just seemed like they were just,
if someone screenshot, like, if
bro,
the world
like,
saw everyone's worst argument,
bro, I want to think about everyone I want everyone that's listening to this podcast, think about someone screenshotting your arguments with your girl or your man, and see what type of bag that y'all be in, like, and then using that to say like this person's a piece of shit and misogynist. Like, I've sent some wild, like me myself, I've sent some wild messages like when I get in my fucking like angry bag.
Nah, true,
right?
True.
Like, I try to keep. I've never called anyone out of their name or been disrespectful, but like, there's nasty bags when you get into, for sure. When you in the heat of argue, like, So like, it just seemed like even those screenshots that she was trying to use, he was still trying to be like respectful in a certain type of way.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been like way worse.
Could have been a lot.
So like, my question to the people that think that was abuse is like, what exactly makes that like abuse, right?
Yeah.
So much, but what also concerns me that she felt like a need to share that with the world.
What's concerning even more to me is that I thought that was like recent. Like, I thought that happened and like she was sharing it.
No,
I thought like she was in the moment of like feeling this and like she shared it, and so I'm like, okay, like the fact that it's a year and a half later, that's just deranged.
She said that I've been holding this in for like a year now, and I feel like me coming out is gonna help with my mental health or something like that, or like maybe encourage. You know what it really is? I think she saw the whole Keke Palmer situation.
Yeah,
and like, she got gassed up to like get on that move.
No, that was
I don't know.
I saw a lot of men defending him. That was cool.
I think I'm on his side until like more evidence comes out to show that he was like a narcissist.
Yeah, if those are the only texts and like that,
I'm not doing. Yeah, because she was in her little bag too a little bit. Like, I saw
kind of going back.
She was kind of going back and forth. Like, he said, I just think it's best we cease all communication. She came back.
Yeah,
and the message is like, don't ever text me again type shit. And then you hit them back. Yo, you for real? I can't be for real right now. Da. I don't know. I just encourage people to kind of have some more grace when you like hop on that. Like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit wave, because like maybe you need to think about some of the messages you've probably sent in anger with your significant other where you're talking your shit and like you get in this like toxic battle.
Yeah.
You know?
I think when you were like, yo, like anything you text could be screenshotted, I was like,
That's a whole, I think I've said that.
Now you got to hit the phone calls. Only.
Yeah, I've said this. I think I've said it on this podcast too. Like, bro, like y'all have to understand. Like, I think you could probably count on your hands how many group chats you're a part of where like, you know, damn well ain't shit being screenshotted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to me, like me personally, anything else I send out is liable to be screenshotted. Like,
yeah, there's legitimately probably like 2.
I got one group chat and then like I got other conversations with individuals where I know like this is a private conversation.
Yeah.
But like
Same.
when I'm talking to people that I'm just not that fly with or like we're acquaintances, I make sure I don't say shit that ain't gonna get me like fucked up. Not that I be like on some wild shit.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like,
yeah, but I'm very careful about what I say because I know like this conversation is being had with like 20 other people.
Yeah.
Like I'm really not talking to one person. I'm really talking to like maybe 20 or 30 different people.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I just sent a text 2 days ago. No, yesterday I think. It was to someone that we did business with, and it was actually, now I think about it, like I was pretty rude. very condescending. Like,
yeah.
Just to give context, like I started the text, like we were having a back and forth over an invoice. And I was like, simple math, and then like I broke down like the math, and then I literally did the math in the text. Like I did the amount and then the subtracted amount and then the equal amount. And now that you're saying that, I'm like, damn, if this was screenshot, like someone could definitely say like Ant's a fucking
piece
asshole.
of shit. Yeah. It makes you look like an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the text needed to be sent, but yeah. Like now that you say like, yo, this is a conversation with 20 other people, like, yeah, they definitely think I'm an ass now.
Point is like, bro, don't be saying no shit that you know, like, I wouldn't be talking so loosely. Like,
yeah, don't think that this is a private conversation.
Yeah.
100%.
And it sucks because I'm sure one of the things that he texted about Jonah Hill was that like he feels as though like she screenshotted something and sent it to him, which was like his own message. But he literally said, I feel like you show me the capability or show me the ability that you will screenshot and use that to my disadvantage. Like it makes me scared to like
to tell you how I really feel. Yeah.
It's like I feel like you're gonna screenshot shit. And
then obviously she did.
Yeah, she goes like, really? Like I just screenshotted your own message, and she just going on to shows exactly what he was like fearful of.
Yeah, like he can't really like communicate how he felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a safe place.
Yeah. But
now it's like being misconstrued as like, no, that's actually really solid.
You just gotta be careful because you never know like who's like waiting to use like conversations that they've had with you.
Yeah, as like ammo.
Yeah, ammo.
Or like just on some like hater shit.
Yeah. And to the people that do that screenshotting shit and like try to use it against people, you better have the best fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like,
and hope that you didn't send no shit either.
Yeah. Like it better be some like evil, like truly incriminating shit. If it's some shit where like, I'm like, bro, you just screenshotted a conversation or like a disagreement you had with another person. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not, I think that speaks more on the person that sent it or screenshotted it than the person that sometimes.
Or like if someone's like talking about someone,
that shit's nasty to me.
And then they screenshot it. It's like this person obviously felt comfortable enough to talk to you about me.
Yeah.
So you screenshotting it and like not defending the situation at like it's kind of weird.
I don't know. I think that shit, I don't know. I think it just pisses me off because like I've had a situation where someone like used our personal relationship to paint me in a light in front of other people. And like it just triggers me at this point now. Like anytime I see it, I'm like, I get it now. Like I get like
this shit happened to you.
Yeah, I get how someone could paint a narrative about you and then like have and then have people like feed into it. And I'm like, man, that shit sucks, bro.
Yeah. That's terrible. It's all bad.
Oh, how many minutes are we in? Hour 30? Damn, we pretty solid too. Did you see this is another funny. Did you see like the Wimbiana and Britney Spears thing?
Yeah, like his the initial like headline was so hilarious.
Yeah, it was the
like
headline.
Wimbiana slapped Britney Spears.
Yeah, the headline was pretty bad. I was like, shit, because when Rihanna got drafted, this shout out to the Spurs. We back up. I don't think I ever got to talk about fuck, man. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan because I'm originally from I was born in San Antonio. So like I grew up on David Robinson. Hey, you know David Robinson? Oh, my brother's here. You know David Robinson used to go to our church and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Bible study with his son. He plays ball for Notre Dame, or he got drafted or some shit. So like I'm a Spurs fan through and through. They just drafted like one of the new generational talents, Victor Wembanyama. Super excited about that. But he was in Vegas for Summer League, and Britney Spears, fucking weird crossover.
That's like when I read it, I was like am I in like a fever dream? Like what's going on right now?
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Britney Spears attempted to, I guess, get his attention.
The shit out of her.
Yeah, and then Wembanyama's security, like,
no, she slapped herself, right?
She actually did, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video of her.
She tried to tap like his back because he's like 7'4", and like his security slapped her hand out the way, and her hand ended up like hitting her face.
Bot shit.
Yeah. And
weep shit.
Yeah, it got pretty big on social media because it's like, holy shit, because that's Britney Spears. She has like a rabid fan base.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They made it seem as though she got fucking like
I know. And then
slapped and like she fell on the face and she fell on the floor and shit.
Dude, when I saw the video, like when I saw the memes of just like the headline, it was so funny.
Yeah. And
then when you see the video, it's like, oh shit, like nothing really
wasn't
happened.
really that bad.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna be like the next like I guess
great?
It was because it was like David Robinson, then you had like 3 greats or just like a team of greats. Then you had Kawhi.
Yeah.
Nobody's really done anything for the Spurs since Kawhi.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited. Like I'm gonna be on like some like floor seats type shit like for the Spurs.
Game 1?
Like, huh?
Like opening season?
No.
I mean opening game? Maybe.
No, because I feel like the ticket price.
Yeah, tickets probably OD for that
crazy.
first one.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back a little bit and watch. I'm definitely going to Spurs games for sure. But I think I give him. He needs time though. He needs time to kind of get situated. Just that height, bro. 7'5", 7'4". Like,
I think you either posted it or you tweeted it or something. But I saw a quote tweet of like his ball handling at that size. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
His ball, it hasn't really translated just yet.
Still, like just the
fact that he could dribble and shit. Like that,
you shared something that was like he was doing like a Euro step.
Yeah,
fucking.
Oh, you talking about like the drives to lane and he passed the ball off.
Yeah, I was like
that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
like,
he's like a 7'4" Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I just think once he finds his footing and he gets that NBA confidence, he understands how the game works. Like I think, because he's gonna be crazy on defense, like as a rim protector. And then offensively, he's very like unselfish.
Yeah.
So I think his skill set is great for the Spurs. His personality is great for the Spurs. Like he's around David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, like Greg
really
Popovich.
Great.
Like, it's like
he's set up for success.
Yeah, and it makes me excited because I get to fucking be a fan again. I haven't been a fan of like. Don't get me wrong, I love the NBA.
Really been, like wanting to watch.
Yeah,
Spurs
I get like emotionally invested. Like you're talking to a motherfucker that like almost cried.
Yeah,
when we lost, like when Ray Allen hit that 3 and we lost against LeBron. I was emotional. Like, that shit hurt. So it's
Spurs
cool
basketball is back, or what do you think? Like 3 years?
Give it like 2 to 3 years for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say he's gonna be something like year 1.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna like trickle him in here and there, allow him to gain some confidence, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I'm excited to see his growth and just like where he's gonna be at. Like,
that's how I feel about the Raiders. Except I don't feel like we made.
It's like, who's your quarterback right now?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, he like failed.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he initially failed the
physical.
Yeah,
he's out, right? Like, or is he back?
No, he's back. So like he failed, and then that's when they didn't announce his signing, which so basically the announcement of his signing, and then like they were gonna have like the press conference. The press conference got pushed back because that day he failed his physical.
Oh, okay.
But I think he ended up passing. But yeah, no, I'm definitely.
Is Josh Jacobs trying to get out? Is that like?
No, I think he signed. I don't know if they put him on a franchise tag.
There's one running back that's pissed about. Is it him?
I don't think it was like that. He was pissed. I don't think Josh Jacobs
maybe
was
I'm
pissed.
tripping. Yeah,
but I know they were in talks of like what's gonna happen with this contract. He's phenomenal though. And Devontae Adams, like I just felt like quarterback situation could have been. Like I don't think any quarterback in this year's draft is generational though. No. Maybe like Bryce Young. I don't think he's generational though.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to hate, but I don't
think he's gonna be like generational.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be like a. You know when Deshaun Watson was drafted to the Texans, I feel like he boosted them up like immediately. I don't know if.
Yeah, like there's not a quarterback that can make that immediate impact.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, but yeah, Jimmy G,
and then
like how much better is like the floor now that Jimmy G's replaced Derek?
We gonna see because he was in that.
Yeah, I mean he does have
carried. He was not carried, but like he was in a perfect system with the 49ers. He just could not stay healthy.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad, but he's like above average.
You know who he reminds me of? Like an Alex Smith type situation, where like he'll keep his steady.
He's like
ship.
A time manager.
Yeah, he'll keep a steady ship, but like I don't think he's that type of quarterback that's gonna. Like,
he's not gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's not gonna put you on the top. Like if everything goes right, then sure he'll be good, but I don't think he's gonna be like the one to take over a game or anything like that.
Yeah, like if a team can get him to a Super Bowl, he can help you win.
Yeah,
but he's not winning a Super Bowl.
He'll keep everything like slow and steady.
Nah, facts.
Damn, there's the Dame to Miami situation. I'm not even that interested in it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why?
I think Miami. I don't know. I don't even think Miami's. It sounds like so haterish, but I don't even think Miami's that good. Like they went on this like historic, odd, weird streak.
Yeah,
of like amazing 3-point shooting when like they literally almost got kicked out of the playoffs. Like they lost a play-in game and then like kind of snuck in and then just caught fire.
Now I do think they're. So you like? Do you think with Dame you don't think it matters at all? So who do you have like in the East then?
I got Bucks for sure.
Yeah.
They went through injuries. Like Giannis was injured for like basically 3 games. You know.
I definitely think
I just don't have the Heat, bro. Yeah, Bucks. These kind of fucked right now. 76ers are just kind of capped.
Yeah, no. I mean, like I'm not.
We'll see with their new coach, but
definitely don't care for them. But I do think Dame to Miami helps. I definitely feel like Dame to Miami like makes a difference.
Makes them look good. It makes them more entertaining during the regular season for sure. It'll keep them above water for the regular season.
Yeah. In the playoffs though, like Dame and Jimmy,
we'll see.
Like, do you think that's bigger than Bradley Beal? And do you think Bradley Beal and Phoenix is bigger than that? Like, who do you think makes a bigger difference on the teams that they landed at? CP3's at Golden State now.
Oh shit, that's a good question.
That's interesting.
I would say Bradley Beal because Dame needs the rock, and so does Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Like if I don't know.
I feel like Dame, you give the ball to Dame.
Yeah, you give the ball to Dame, and then like
Jimmy has a second option is like one of the best second or better second options in the league. If not,
I just want to see how he make his impact. That's all.
Yeah,
from that second option position. I know he's like he's never really been. He's always been like a second to third option, anyways.
Yeah,
maybe he could focus more on defense. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting for sure. But I think Bradley Beal because it's Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and D Book, right?
Yeah. They have no bench though. They gave up the bench.
You know what, man? I'm gonna say that's it. You know, I changed my mind because they're kind of capped too. Like
yeah,
D-Book and Kevin. I think people are realizing like Kevin Durant was never really like.
Nah, facts. And D-Book, like,
he's weird.
As talented as he is, he's not a dog like that.
No,
I hate that narrative. Like, I hate the dog narrative.
So I think
like
he's like a front runner. Like when things are going good, he looks good, but like.
He's not. I don't think he's built to get out the mud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird, man. Because you can tell he's competitive as fuck. He has some of that mama mentality a little bit, but like when
he's just not him. Like he's just not. He just doesn't have it in him.
He's not consistent.
Like. Yeah, he just doesn't have it in him.
He gets cold randomly.
Yeah, he's not a killer like that.
Yeah.
I hate that whole narrative too. Like I hate that narrative. Of
Killer thing?
sports.
It's a real
Like,
thing though.
No, it is. But it's like, it's such like a, it's like, I used to think of it as like a casual, like barbershop take.
Oh yeah. I think it's because it's such a widespread conversation that like a lot of people have. That you're just like the
he doesn't have that dog in him. It's like such a fucking barbershop like thing to say.
But there's people like just in sports in general. Like I've seen a lot of people that just don't want that moment. Like when it really counts, like people act different and people act different. So that's a real thing. And a lot of people just can't handle that shit.
No,
like even like my small ass niche of powerlifting, like there's people that avoid big ass moments because they're too scared.
How would you avoid a big moment in powerlifting?
Avoid?
Like, do you just like duck a meet?
So like, I would say it's more so you just don't perform under pressure. Like when you know you need like this weight, or like you know you need.
You gotta hit. We need 3 white lights.
Yeah, literally, like
3 whites. We need 3 whites at 781.
Yeah, you need 3 white lights. Like some people, like
it's like that's the difference between you getting first or you getting second.
Yeah, and I'll literally say this, like you know when it's like a do or die moment.
Yeah,
and like you get that butterfly feeling.
Yeah,
some people run away from that. Yeah, and it makes it like uncomfortable.
Man, I feel like in another life I'd love to be like a powerlifter.
It's just fun to be competitive.
Yeah,
like if you're competitive, it's fun to powerlift.
Yeah, it's tough for me now. There's nothing that really drives my competitive spirit.
You need to start running pickups at LA Fitness.
I might have to. Like I literally might have to. I feel like there's like, but like a real like man, like a powerlifter. I feel like powerlifting is such a. I always see this now. I'm like, dude, it's such a growing.
It's grown a lot since I've
100%.
Yeah, since you've known me, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because you see like a lot of influencers like doing powerlifting now.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, there's such like with the Olympia, like the way I look at the Olympia, I don't really care for bodybuilding like that.
You know,
they're having storylines.
They're having powerlifting at Olympia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's legendary.
New. I think it's this year, the first year.
Like powerlifting, low key. Like the thing is, like powerlifting needs what's his name? Like Aaron Banks. Like who's the guy who's always under CBum? Or has been under CBum for like 2 years.
Oh, Breon. Yeah, Breon.
Aaron Banks. I somehow know Aaron Banks though.
Who's Aaron Banks?
I don't know. I could be wrong. There's some bodybuilders absolutely crazy.
It's been Breon for the last couple of years.
Yeah. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Like powerlifting needs that right now. Like we need someone to like. I feel like personally, I'm the only one who can compete with Russ in powerlifting. Like I might just have to take on like the sword.
Bro, you need to.
Like,
I feel like
someone has to come in and just fuck some shit up.
Yeah, it's funny. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. Actually, fuck, I'm not doing this on here.
We need a storyline though. Like powerlifting needs that storyline. Like
I was there. They try to. Well, not they didn't try, but there's like that situation with Petrie on the
Yeah, I never like. See, I wish I knew. Like, I wish I knew.
It was just some competitive shit. I'll fuck with Petrie.
Yeah, I just wish I knew like what we're even.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, it's funny because like there be some shit where like it gets interesting because like you literally start like kind of like competitively.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah,
like,
you start posting like little subliminals here and there.
Yeah,
it gets fun. That's when training gets fun.
I feel like that's when it's lit because with bodybuilding. Thing about bodybuilding is like it's when something is like basically like a judge is deciding.
Yeah,
it's like when you're fighting, like if you knock someone out, that's undeniable. Like you knock them out.
Yeah.
When it comes to a judge decision, unless it's very obvious, like there's that we got a rematch, like whatever.
Yeah.
With bodybuilding, one, it's a class of like 20 plus people, and it basically comes down to a judge. Like obviously, there's the difference in like the work ethic.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be like, yo, this is one on one.
It's opinion.
Yeah, it's opinion, and then like you're not only competing against like one person, you're competing against like a class of 20 people. It's like you versus you, all that bullshit. But I think with powerlifting, like there's a point in the meet where it can low key get to like
it's like a UFC battle. So you're like, or it's like a fight night. Like you're like you build up storylines, and it's like this person going against this person.
Yeah. And then like when it gets to that, like that's the shit I be wanting to see.
Teams against teams. That should be fun as fuck.
Yeah, like
it's like yo squad against they squad talking
exactly.
shit.
Like I'm like, yo, give me that. Like I want to see that. Like I want to see that competitive shit.
I be getting like real life mad though.
Nah, but I mean that's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it. Like, you really get like you use it as competitive fuel.
Yeah.
But it's more so like I'm gonna use this to fuel my training session. I don't get real life mad. Like I don't like.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, like, I don't sleep at night thinking.
I'm not gonna have the shooters just like slide by the crib. You know? Like, no,
I don't got the better boys with the skis pulling up.
But I think it's dope because it's like if you squat more than someone,
yeah,
that's like there's not a lot of sports like it's like no, actually I'm lying. Like if you score more than someone and you win, like you won.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like math. Like it's like I squatted more than you. I benched math. More than you. Simple. Like I deadlifted more than you. I am better than you.
Yeah, literally.
Like, and I feel like that's such a manly. It's like gladiator shit. Like it's some gladiator shit. Like I fuck with that. Like I'll be like, I'm not really big into the powerlifting space. I just feel like the quality of things that I see just needs to be better. I feel like.
No, for sure. And it's crazy because like it's getting to that, which is like scary.
That's going to be lit.
Like, I don't know if
that's going to be lit.
I don't want to talk too much about powerlifting on here, but I don't know if you peeped Sheffield or whatever.
No.
It looked like a fucking UFC fight night.
Yeah.
Like, it looked ridiculous.
Once powerlifting is...
And they're creating like these storylines too. Like they'll have like a fully fleshed out video of like, it's like, yeah, you know, I've been working hard the last 4 weeks. And I'm excited. Like it's pretty dope. It's like some MMA shit.
You remember like when CrossFit had that crazy run, with Matthew Frazier, I think the face of that.
I seriously think powerlifting will give it like maybe like another 5 to 10 years. I feel like powerlifting will have something like that.
Yeah,
like
there's like an Olympic fucking. Wasn't powerlifting in the Olympics?
Yeah, we get Worlds get streamed on the Olympic channel, so like they're lobbying to get into the Olympics. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, the actual like National Olympics.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
I think it's gonna happen because I think weightlifting.
That's like the sport that can do it. Yeah, like one of the niche sports that can do it.
I mean, they have some bullshit ass sports in the Olympics.
Like what? Like cricket and shit.
Just wild sport, like bullshit. Like there's
Ping pong? But I'm talking about like the summer and the winter Olympics, like those Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I seriously think that.
Powerlifting can do that.
They're lobbying because like they'll test us out on the Olympic channel and like we get like amazing views. We probably get better views than everything except for like track. I mean, like you're not getting track like
and basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Track and basketball.
Nah, I feel like powerlifting. Oh yeah, but that's But
it's coming. It's coming. I knew there was a culture shift when I saw legit influencers like do powerlifting. Like legit like, oh, I'm gonna try powerlifting. Or like a lot of fitness girls. There's a lot of fitness dudes too. They're like, oh, I'm gonna try powerlifting and just like see where it goes. Yeah. Like when I saw Will Tennyson do a meet for the fuck of it, and same thing with what's that one dude? Jesse James. Yeah. I saw him do a powerlifting meet. I was like, oh, it's up.
No, facts. No, it's definitely. I definitely think that it's like, I like seeing things at a stage like this. Like when it's like a legit, that's my favorite stage. Like if something's too starter, it's like, oh, I'm not paying attention to it yet. Yeah. But when you're at that stage where it's like, okay, you can't deny the development. Yeah. Then it just needs to take it to the next level. It's always fun to watch.
It's going to be wild. I feel like 2024 will be even crazier, which I'm excited about. It's going to be fun.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But have you seen, I guess the last topic, shit, the Drake leaks?
Yeah. I listened to.
Send me that shit.
Yeah. Some of them were like old.
I think two of them were probably recent.
It was like 2 or 3 that was interesting. The new ones were.
I mean, it's kind of a stupid ass question, but are you excited?
Based on the leaks or just in general?
General. And then you would go general and then based on the leaks.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I'm most excited for Utopia.
You're more excited for Utopia than Drake's album?
A new Drake album? Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I mean, I love Drake albums, but it's like he's almost spoiled like people to
you know what?
We just literally got the Her Loss.
Yeah. We got Her Loss and honestly never mind. I know like they were kind of close together. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I am more excited for Utopia.
The reason I'm so excited for Utopia is because
the rollout's crazy.
The rollout's insane. Travis is the only, like, in my opinion, I love Travis. Travis is the only person I see personally who can like have the potential. Probably won't do it, but has the potential to create like a Ye level album currently. Like Undeniable, Astroworld, insane. Rodeo, insane. Virgin's Trap, great. he has like a track list of just like
Asteroid was the. You know what? When I heard that take, I was like, that sounds insane. But
listen, like really listen.
Asteroid,
sonically.
yeah, Asteroid was up there. Like Asteroid, like I think it's just because I don't. Travis Scott is fucking lit. Don't get me wrong, but I think Kanye is just like otherworldly.
Yeah, I don't see people like I really like in today's society, or I mean today's music space. I don't feel like people spend enough time to create a classic album.
No, they don't.
Like a classic, like stand the test of time. Like all of Ye's albums outside of Jesus is King is classic.
Classic.
Jay-Z, multiple classics. Drake has classics.
I'm starting to, Drake's music is like fine wine.
Drake? Yeah.
I'm starting to
No,
realize
100%.
that.
Yeah.
It hits you later.
Like, yeah. I think Thank Me Later is not a classic.
You don't think it's a classic?
Thank Me Later, like the first one?
You don't think it's a classic?
Nah, absolutely not.
Thank Me Later.
There's not songs on there that you're like The Resistance, great song. 9 AM in Dallas, great song. You Could Thank Me Now, whatever, great song.
You thank me now.
Find Your Love, great song, but like not a classic album.
Ooh,
Like
man.
a classic album, no. Absolutely not.
It's teetering.
That's his worst album.
Yeah, but okay, so like
That's
I
assuming
think maybe
every
because I
album.
just Over, Show Me a Good Time,
Show
Up
Me
All
a Good
Night.
Time is like a 6 out of 10. Up All Night, 6 out of 10. On like a true objective like rating, you can't tell me.
I'm
Up
talking
All
about
Night.
how like I'm just talking about how big this album was.
Yeah, but it was like it's Drake, so like every album is gonna be.
But he wasn't Drake at the time, like not
yeah,
really.
but he was.
Really.
But he's still Drake though. Like
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fancy,
great song,
Light,
classic.
like Miss Me, Find Your Love.
These are like good songs, but they're not
fucking-
like So Far Gone is better than that.
For sure.
Oh my God, stop it! So Far Gone, like if we want to talk about classic, like So Far Gone's a classic mixtape.
Well, I'm saying they're both classic, bro.
No,
Like,
but that's like literally saying every single Drake project's a classic because that's his worst one.
you know what's so funny? I used to say that Drake never had a classic because I was in that,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
camp. But like, I shit you not, like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I literally just started playing like all of his shit, and like to me,
Scorpion's not a classic.
Scorpion's not a classic. Yeah, you're right.
Views, teetering the line.
Views.
Nothing Was the Same, classic. That's his best
sure.
album. Take Care, classic. It's a great album.
Take care, and
Take Care is a classic just based on like just
numbers and shit.
yeah, and it was just great. But like I don't think it's
You should look at when we get off the pod, just look at the soundtrack, and like
Not
you
a
might
classic.
change your mind.
No, it's not.
You might change your mind.
But yeah, no one in today's society can put out a classic. I feel like, but Travis can. And I think Utopia, like my thing with Utopia is like it's shaped up to be either the best album of the year, or it's gonna be a complete flop. Because it's like it's either one or the other. Like it's either classic, like, or just I don't want to say classic. Like it's either best album of the year, top 3 contender, or it's a flop. Like it's been so long, and he's one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah,
right now.
his media rollout
Crazy
gives me hope that I think he's gonna drop some fire ass fucking shit.
I guarantee you the intro to it is gonna be
fucking crazy.
with the AirPod Maxes on. I'm telling you,
I'm excited because like the whole Egypt rollout,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That's some Illuminati
the
shit.
walking around with the walking around with the suitcase with like the handcuffs on,
that's
bro.
hard.
That shit was hard. There's so many like as a marketer, like there's so many things that you look at. You're like, how did y'all even?
Yeah.
Like,
You're just on a different wave.
Who told you to like get like paparazzi pictures of like fucking a suitcase with like Utopia written on
and
it?
the Beatles like album cover thing.
Yeah,
that was hard. No, that it's hard.
I think
I'm definitely
excited for
way
that.
more excited for that than anything else.
This reminds me, what did you think about Uzi's album?
It was. I gave it like not even a full listen.
Yeah,
there's just like, there's just some lyrics where I'm just like,
I literally
some super devil shit.
I literally just like had to remove myself. From, you know what's funny? I had a great time listening to it.
Yeah.
So it was super funny to me.
Yeah.
I was literally like, I shit you not, I'm not even trying to be funny on here. I was literally listening to it because like Uzi, like he's big, like he's a big ass artist. Of course, you're gonna listen to it. And I was listening to it and I was like, wow, I was truly fascinated because I'm like, damn, people really like this.
Yeah.
And the album is funny to me because bro, he's like, like he was like doing some because I listen to rock too, but he was doing some bullshit ass screaming.
Yeah,
and then like it just, I was like, bro, what is this?
Nah, facts. I think there's 1 or 2 songs I like the Suicide Doors was a good song.
The first song was pretty good too.
Yeah.
He was
wasn't like all completely bad, but there's some lyrics where I was like, oh, this is like some demonic, like actual demonic like lyric that I was just like,
so
I don't listen to that type of shit always, but it was just too
he
much.
He fucked up Chop Suey.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive him for that.
What I will say is the video that he did for it was like,
really?
did you see, no, not for the song, like for the album, like pre-launch.
I didn't see it.
He did like a video for the whole album, like that shit looked like Marvel level CGI, like high level anime. Like it was.
Are you talking about him riding the bike?
Yeah, like that whole video. That was like
I need to check that out.
Like 2-minute video. Yeah, it was
I need
insane.
to check it out because I didn't see it.
That shit was fire.
But yeah, I just didn't. I almost removed myself from it because I'm like, I don't understand it. Oh, that one song A with Travis Scott, that shit goes hard. Like in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to really think about it. I can see that going crazy performance wise.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely one of them jump up headbangers type
just like
shit.
rage shit.
Shit. But it, like overall, man, that album.
Yeah, I didn't care for it too much.
Turn it off.
Gunna or Thug's album?
Ooh, Thug's album was not.
You don't like it at all?
I got Gunna's. So with Thug's album,
bro, Parade on Cleveland is like so smooth.
Yeah. So Thug's album has like 2 to 3 tracks that I really, really like.
And the rest was just like.
The label.
I think the label just dropped an album just to like drop an album.
Yeah. I think Thug was like the worst part of the album.
Yeah. But I think it's because all of that had to have been like pre-recorded.
I think they were old songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those are all like older.
But the shit that he would like, he just sounded very.
Yeah,
I know he's not known for his lyrics, but like, yeah, it was just like mid lyrics.
Yeah, I think they were all just incomplete songs.
Disconjointed. Like, it just didn't sound good. It wasn't a good performance from him.
Nah, I definitely 100% believe that like they rushed the album, or they just put an album out just to like maybe get some funds in. Like, I don't know what's going on at that camp, but like it sounded like it was pre-recorded songs and verses from maybe other songs that they had with these artists. Yeah. And we're like, let me just somehow try to figure out how this shit can work.
Yeah, because Future slid on it a couple times.
Oh, that one's good.
21 slid on his shit.
My Car Brings Me Out is good.
Yeah. That was actually
Parade on Cleveland's good. You know which one I like randomly? Like, I just like the way it sounds, but I don't. It's weird. I like the way it sounds. I don't like the song. Like Abracadabra. Abracadabra.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a weird pocket. I feel you.
Yeah, I feel like I could hear that out, and I'll just be like, it reminds me. It gives me the feeling of like I'm at the pregame ready to go out. It's very weird.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't like it, but I could see where this could be played and it could be a vibe.
Like if we were having a kickback right here,
and it was playing in the background,
and you have a cup, like
you might be vibing a little bit.
Good pregame song.
But overall, like I just didn't think it was that good of an album.
Gunna's album was legit.
Gunna's album was very smooth.
Do you think he beat the allegations? Like, do you think he surpassed the snitching allegations based on the album?
He needs another year.
Yeah,
he needs another album drop.
Like a good one though, right?
You know, with the album,
solid though.
Yeah, it was solid. You know what's funny? It was really solid, but there was like maybe like two or three tracks for me that were like I focusing on that, but I could play it all the way through.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a smooth ass album. But
the hits were like "Fuck You Mean," "Fuck You Mean." What's the other one? Obviously, like "Bread and Butter." That was like the single. I forgot. There's a few on there.
That's the way to bounce back after the snitch allegations. Just drop good ass music, and it shows that like people have been known, but he's just talented. Yeah,
"Bread and Butter" was like a good response.
Yeah,
just like the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the street, so I don't live by that code. Like, I'm not gonna stop listening to Gunna. Like, he's still smooth. Like,
100%. 100%.
Y'all, did y'all niggas hear him slide on Lemonade? Like, the fuck? I am not giving that shit up, bro. But I think that's it, man. I mean, shit. How many? We 2 in?
Nice.
207? Nice, man. I feel like that's pretty solid.
That's
it's
a good pod.
Yeah, I mean, we was potting like for
we were. I know
before we started, bro.
We've
literally been sitting on this couch for like 3 hours talking, which is insane. But
No, facts.
I think that's everything, unless there's something else that you wanted to touch up on. Man.
Honestly, no. I think the biggest thing that I was thinking of was the social media shit.
Social media shit, yeah.
Like people not doing shit because they want to.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all motherfuckers talking about you're unhinged on Thread. Stop. You're not really like that.
You're not even saying
you're going to wake up and ask, like, what are we working out today? And, like, you know.
Yeah, did y'all work out today?
More?
Y'all don't even be squatting depth. Yeah.
Y'all just out here talking about fitness. Be real.
Yeah.
Be fucking real.
Y'all don't even got three white lights.
You can't even post, like, nudes on there like that, for real. Not that I'm looking at it, but it's just like.
The fact that he doesn't have the capability.
Yeah, the fact that you don't even have the capability to post some shit like that. I mean, like, stop it.
Nah, facts.
But I think that's it, man. We out here, episode number 12. I completely forgot to talk about that. We're in a completely different location. Did I? Yeah, we just had a whole different fucking vibe. I didn't say nothing. Basically, the studio that we normally book out was taken.
Great story.
So, like, I was about to do it in my shoe room. And then I was just like, Izzy was just like, let's just do it in Airbnb. Once we start making money, I'll really invest in the studio. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into episode number 12. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's Russ as the host, me, and then Ant.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I'll be back.
We out. Catch you guys in the next one.